Ignite the drive in your soul. It's calling you.
Good afternoon. Welcome back to The Siege, or good morning. Good evening. And also a very happy fuck embracer day. But we will get to that in just a few minutes because I will rip them a new one today. Hi. Yes, I know I'm late. I know. Oh my god. Ugh, so many things to do. It's busy, 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 busy. Like, I was actually thinking about not streaming today at all because I was super busy. And I was like, nah, I want to play Lil Guardsman because I really enjoy Lil Guardsman. Fantastic, fantastic little game. No, seriously, if you have not played it or you were thinking about playing it, please consider to buy it. It's or at least give it a wish list on Steam. It helps out the developer immensely. Of course, not as much as buying it, but hey, small gestures go a long way. And I love that game. It's hilarious. It's like a lot of good decisions. It's really tough to understate like how much thought went into the game and what they want to do with it. Like, you start out with the idea of Papers, Please, with a bit of like a lighter humor, and now it evolves in something much grander, if that makes sense, right? Like you are unlocking more and more areas which just have nothing to do with the Papers, Please aspect, and it's cohesive. It makes sense. The jokes are all on point, right? Like I have nothing but high praise for this game. Like it's definitely one of those games which I looked forward to, but I wasn't like fully aware on how much this game is actually hitting the home run. And for everyone wondering, Mole, where is the playthrough? Where's the playlist? What's going on? Please keep in mind that this week we have still the rest of Toonstruck running through the channel right now. So on Wednesday and Friday, the last two episodes are going live. And then starting next week on Monday, we have Lil Guardsman coming up. Why am I doing this? For everyone who has missed it, quick update. Pretty simple. This is how I do now things on the channel. I want to do like playthroughs bit by bit, right? I want to have quite a bit of video material already at the ready so that I can decide when I want to release them and I can have a steady flow of gameplay. Because, as you might know, I'm also having two more YouTube channels, ignoring the reaction channel, which is a it happens when it happens kind of thing, right? But I have two other pretty big, or getting bigger YouTube channels, which needs a little bit of love. The Mole Under Management channel and Mole RP, which is just going absolutely insane, and we talk about that in a second. But what I want to do is, I want that there is 3 videos a week on this channel, and that there is basically a playthrough always running on this channel. If you're watching my live streams, well, you have already seen it, right? You have already watched it. You don't have to watch it again. Well, if you do, cool. If you don't, you have already seen it. But that's the point, right? It's very important that there's always something on this channel and that it slowly grows. And you can only do that with consistent content. So what I want to do is I want to have a playthrough running on the channel. Then I'm already basically in the next game, or maybe I have already finished the next game I want to put on this channel, and I can already prepare for the next game, right? So this one is much more planned through. Which will be interesting because next week we have a lot of different games to play because it's also the Steam Next Fest, which I love to do. And that is also happening. There are quite a bit of games this time in February where I'm going, oh boy, I have to play that. I played yesterday a game called Welcome to Paradise Z with a Z and an E. And it's like Z, it's like, haha. And it's a zombie survival game. And I know people are like, oh, God, please shoot me. No, because this game is actually trying something very different. They basically learned how to control the zombies. So instead of you just fighting zombies like usual, you can actually take over zombies and do some crazy stuff with them. A bit like Pal World, but with zombies. I've played it a little bit, like 20 minutes or so yesterday, just to get a feel for it, to just see if it works and doesn't work, right? But we will check it out probably soon. But I want to play Lil Guardsman first. Another game we are checking out next week is Millennia, strategy game I've been looking forward to for quite some time. It's a new take on the Civilization formula. It's a 4X game, and that is coming up. I'm also starting to ramp up the Prison Architect 2 videos on my mobile under management channel. The first video will go live in about 2 hours if you want to check it out, and there will be more videos to come because Prison Architect is slowly ramping up their release, and they are having some interesting changes coming up for the second game. So that is coming. Also, today at 5:30 p.m. my time, we have Pal World, a new video coming up on the Mole RP channel. And let's talk about Pal World. Absolutely insane. I'm still trying to I'm still trying to get used to it. It's crazy right now. Like, not just that one video, all the Pal World videos I'm putting out right now are doing pretty darn well, right? Not as crazy as the one video, but this is a snapshot of yesterday night on this one video, right? And it has been doing fantastic since. Like, I cannot ask for more, and it's kind of insane. It's really just absolutely insane what's going on here. Yeah, like, whew. And I'm still not used to it. I think that's the important takeaway. I'm not used to it, right? It's like I've been doing streaming now for 7 years. I've been doing content creation for 7 years, and those moments are still catching me off guard completely because I'm kind of used to slow grow, or sometimes, unfortunately, even no grow, you know. And now I have a game I enjoy and play a lot. Holy shit, I'm close now to 100 hours of playtime, and it's like this game has been out for 2 weeks. I have a problem, and the crazy part is it's not even for content creation. It's just I'm really enjoying the shit out of that game. Like, it's kind of concerning how much time I spent in that game. Which is, of course, always great, right? When you have a game you really enjoy, but which is also really doing well on your live streams and your YouTube channels, right? So for me, that's a perfect storm. And again, all the powered videos have been doing really well. And I'm curious to see how my next two videos are doing now. And yeah, it's just maybe I'm finally having a chance with a trend. so to speak, in a trend I'm interested in, right? I mean, that's always the problem. Like, there were trends back in the day I could have jumped on, like Fortnite or PUBG even back in the day, but unfortunately, those games didn't pique my interest. Like, I looked at them and my reaction was, nah, nah, ain't my type. And now there's Powered, which I think this shows again how even the playing field is for smaller content creators. The moment a lot of people have not heard about this game really, and content creators do not have super early access. Like, let me give you an example of of Prison Architect or Paradox games in general. Paradox is trying to really do good by their content creators, and well, also do good by themselves because they're great marketing tools, let's face it. But the thing is, Prison Architect is coming out in 2 months, and a lot of Paradox content creators are already playing the game. They have been playing the game since early this year, or even sooner than that, right? And so, as a content creator who is not in a Paradox circle, I am on a huge disadvantage. Living alone that this is of course also going to YouTube channels who have already established themselves, and so you are already fighting against big channels which YouTube does like more because they're established, which makes sense, but it's a bit unfair sometimes, right? It like, I get it. Content creators in a lot of times are just marketing tools for the developers and publishers, but it's like, yeah, I talked about this before. I understand that taking the risk with a smaller channel is always bigger than a big one, because you know that with a big one, people will flock to that channel and they will see your channel. But it can also, and we've seen this last week, it can also lead to some really bad moments. It can lead to some really, really, oh shit, this was not a good choice moment. Last week, because I didn't really talk about it because it isn't news and I didn't want to talk about it too much. But basically, Yakuza 8, or Like a Dragon, right? They chose some very, very big Twitch streamers, like the top 5 on Twitch, so to speak, and gave them a few hours of early access into Like a Dragon to showcase it to their community. And one of those streamers not only has never really played the Yakuza series, but also has been very outspoken against the game because it's weeb anime shit and nobody wants to play this anyways. And they gave that person early access just because of the numbers. And it's like, I get that, but you probably did more damage than you think you did. Because the community was not happy with that decision, because they were just like, wait a minute, this is the dude who has been berating you in the last few weeks on social media how cringy your game is, and nobody wants to play it anyways, and you give him the big bucks? That doesn't feel right to us. And you would have had a much better impact with smaller content creators, at least when it comes to the goodwill of the players, right? It's like, I get it. This is a purely company marketing decision. I've done it in the past. I know how that works. But it is still, like, there's always an offset to this. And you have to calculate how big is the gain and how much is the offset. And if that really worked with a relatively niche game, I don't know. We would never find out because we don't have the numbers. But it's still, my point here, before I'm derailing too much, my point is, it is fascinating to see how many new names can establish themselves with a game when big content creators are not getting super early access and when the game is also flying a little bit under the radar. I mean, the same thing is true with Baldur's Gate 3, right? Baldur's Gate 3 last year was pretty much like that. No one really had it on their radar. It was a niche game. Early access was available to everyone since, well, early access was out for 2 years. And so there wasn't even playing field to every content creator who wanted to do something about the game. And a lot of new names have established themselves. It's just from a content creator perspective, it's fascinating to look for those kind of games. To have this, whoa, there's a new game here. How big is it? And how many people have already created content around it? Which is a bit unfortunate because Unshrouded is unfortunately suffering, and I got a free key for it with the promise I make some content on it. And I'm lagging on that content a bit. Which I have to admit, though, I haven't really found a lot in Enshrouded yet, which needs like a lot of explanation. Right? I'm somebody who does tips, tricks, and guides most of the time. And when you have a game which is going the extra mile to basically explain everything to you in small details, that puts me a little bit out of the job. But don't get me wrong, I love that. I'm actually somebody who is constantly complaining about video games not telling me exactly what to do and not explaining how certain like numbers work and all that. But from a content creator perspective, it's putting me out of a job. So I have the problem with Enshrouded right now that I'm not really sure what to do with the game. So yeah, that has been putting me through the ringer a bit, and I'm trying to figure that out. So, eh. What else? But yeah, to put a pin in this, it's great to see. It's great to see. Really, really grateful for that. Especially the subscriber numbers. It's insane. So, with that said, what else do we have? What else do we have? Do I have anything else I want to talk about before we are jumping into the gaming news? Oh, yeah. I have another big obsession. A little bit on the sideways. Somebody's drilling. I love when my neighbors are drilling. Thanks. The shit. Um, but I got a new obsession. Let me let me show you my new obsession. All right. I I will make this very clear. I'm not planning on streaming that new obsession because I don't think it would be too interesting. Weapon plus shield is way too strong. I think arrows are too strong at the beginning because they have unlimited range if you nail it. Magic is pretty weak, I feel, but that's just me, you know. That's just me. Because magic takes so long because you also have to craft like the magic itself and all that. And unfortunately, because of that, magic is just You know? It's just a problem. Yeah, magic. Like, play a healer, by the way. I play a healer, and the funny bit is the healer is OP because I have a passive aura at this point. I have a passive aura, and that passive aura is healing me more and my team than standing in lava. I can literally stand in lava with my teammates, and the lava is not damaging us. That's how insane the passive healing aura is. And you need nothing for it. It's just active 24/7. As long as nobody is bursting us, we are basically invincible right now. So it's just like, oh, I got hit. Oh no. Oh, I'm full again. Aww. So, yeah. So, folks, my obsession. I have to come clean. My obsession, unfortunately, in the last few days has been absolutely this, and I feel so bad about it. I feel so bad about it. You know, it's like I've been putting quite a bit of hours into this, and I'm shit at it. That's why I would never showcase it. But the worst part is I'm playing... Exactly. I'm playing the stupid German. I'm playing the German. Like, I'm not happy with that. So, I've been playing a lot of Tekken in the last few days. And it's fun. Yeah, normally I'm not playing the German. You know? And also I'm playing the 19-year-old, which is even worse. No, there are multiple characters I like. So Leo is definitely one of them because he is really fast. Like, he's really fast and I enjoy him for that. The other character, which is, it's kind of funny, which is in complete opposite I love to play since the very first Tekken, is of course King. You know, very slow, very heavy character. I love him. I've been playing King since the first Tekken. Another character I do enjoy, I have to play more, is her, Elisa. She is kind of super fast. And unfortunately Victor. I'm pretty bad with him, unfortunately, because he is a stance character. So stances are really important on him, it seems. And I'm not really... Like, my knowledge of fighting games is relatively limited, even though I've been always playing a little bit of fighting games. She's also fun as a Senna. She is also tremendously fun. She is very aggressive. I love aggressive characters, you know. Yeah, Tekken is a very interesting game because, well, funny enough, we will play the full story of Tekken when we are done with Lil Guardsman. I tried the bears, and the bears are really strong, and very ferocious. I'm not good at them. But yeah, Leon is definitely the character I play the most. Tekken is really cool. Oh yeah, and also Leroy. Leroy is also fantastic, man. I love Leroy. He has some really... Also, he has some amazing skins. I have to play Leroy more. So, yeah, Tekken definitely like they have so many games. Online is also really fun.
Get ready for the next battle.
Online is also really fun. They have some fantastic mini games like the Tekken Ball. That thing is absolutely hilarious, where you are playing like beach volleyball against each other. Oh, you can talk over.
Time to take out the trash.
And it looks good. Like, I know you don't necessarily see that too much on the stream, but man. It feels so good. Oh, God, I love this dude. I have to play him more. Like, the backgrounds really look good, like it feels good. It's just such a good game. Well, that was a bit easy. Yeah, I'm already, like, this is a not medium enemy. Like, believe me, especially when you play online, the matchmaking is really good. I had a few moments. I had a few moments where the matchmaking wasn't really like locked in yet on who should be your enemy, and there were definitely some tougher fights. But the matchmaking is really good, like really good. Yeah, this has been my my obsession since the weekend. And again, we are playing the campaign after we are done with Lil Guardsman. Right. So that's happening then. But with that said, folks, with that said, let's have some gaming news, and then finally let's play Lil Guardsman. Oh god, where to start? Yesterday has been, as per usual, a relatively bad day for gaming as a whole. The gaming industry has been suffering, and I think we are starting with the biggest one, and that's Eidos Montreal is announcing that they had to let go 97 employees, and because freaking Embracer is cutting back again, and we also found out which those 97 employees have been working on, and it was the next Deus Ex. Yep. The next Deus Ex was apparently in the works for 2 years already, and Embracer has now said, nah, too expensive. Let's cancel it. They did put out an official statement to all of this, which just reads like a bad joke. Let me read this very quickly so that you can You can see it yourself here. For the last 17 years, our teams at Eidos have worked on some of the most beloved brands in the industry, combining deep storytelling and innovation into unique games. We have created memorable, multi-awarded experiences that we are proud of, and we know our team members have put their heart and soul in all of them. The global economic context, the challenges of our industry, and the comprehensive restructuring announcement by Embracer have finally impacted our studio. Finally. The difficult decision has been, I know it's right, it's just, it reads a bit. The difficult decision has been made to let go 97 people from development teams, administration, and support services. We're working to support all impacted personnel through the transition. These are very talented, highly experienced people and are entering the employment market, and we want them to find their next projects and are hoping to do so. As we navigate these difficult times, the well-being of our team is our priority, and the continuous commitment to creating games that players will be able to enjoy in the nearby future. To our players, it is oftentimes not just the games, but the game makers as well that we all celebrate and admire. Our commitment is always to making the best games for our amazing fans, and even with this restructuring change, we continue to fight on to deliver those awesome experiences for us to share together. Thank you for your continuing support and well wishes. It's so fascinating to me when Embracer said they want to focus on more original IPs, and I'm like, how is Deus Ex not original? Like, what? I don't understand. Like, Embracer fucked up completely. They completely miscalculated what they can do and what they can't do, and now everyone is suffering. This has been completely man-made. I know they are trying to make it look like as if like there is some outside economic effect happening right now. No, this is self-made. We saw how Embracer was walking directly through the edge of the cliff, and everyone was like, "Stop!" And Embracer was like, "It's so funny." Right, like people have been seeing this coming for a while ago. Then the whole thing with Saudi Arabia did fall through, where they first tried to tell us that, what, 2 billion US dollars we didn't get? It's not that bad. We will make do. And everyone was just like, 2 billion US dollars. The last time I checked my math, that's for a lot of companies a lot of heap of cash. So what basically Embracer tried to do is they try to prep their numbers, they try to make them bigger or look bigger than they really were, and then they were basically trying to sell themselves to Saudi Arabia, and Saudi Arabia was looking into the books, doing their due diligence, and they were like, huh, uh-uh, uh-uh, uh-uh. So, yay, yay. It's just the problem is that Embracer now has a lot of video games. You know how everyone is always focusing on Microsoft is buying everyone and this is really bad, yada yada yada. And I'm like, Microsoft? Tencent? Dude, Microsoft and Tencent have maybe bought like 15 studios in the last 6 years. Embracer has bought 15 studios in 1 year. I get it. I'm not saying to ignore the other buyouts. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, um, Embracer is mostly overlooked, which is really problematic as we can see now. Again, I totally don't understand that Deus Ex is getting cut. We will probably not see another Deus Ex then in the next 5 to 10 years, if we are lucky at all, or Embracer is going out of business or whatever, and we will never see any Deus Ex game ever again. It is it is so shitty. It really is, and it makes me furious. It really does. I have to be careful not to completely fall into a rant about all of this, but it's clear that there are more and more people coming into the gaming industry who have absolutely no clue about gaming itself, but they have studied economy, right? I've studied economics and all that. I know how to make money. And it's like, yeah, but the gaming industry is actually one of the very few industries out there which are relatively immune against the usual economics bullshit. Because in the end, it comes down to fun. And if a person doesn't have fun, they will not play their game. And the gaming community can also be very vindictive. I'm not saying that they remember shit for a long time, like every human being. The gaming industry has, or the gaming community has, the problem of forgetting very quickly. But they can be very vindictive in the time where they remember. And I think a lot of people are not used to that anymore, which are coming from other companies and other economics points around the world and other industries in general. Right? They totally don't understand how things work here, and they just crash and burn. Unfortunately, they are doing a lot of damage with that. So, yeah. It sucks to see that more and more. And Embracer is unfortunately such an industry. Like, I don't even know anymore. Like, looking at all the companies they have bought, I don't even know anymore what their goal is. Like, I first thought they wanted to buy like the studios for nostalgia, which is why they did go with THQ and all that. But then they were also buying Gearbox, right? And then they were buying Eidos Montreal and all that. It's like, okay. They also now bought Lord of the Rings. It's just like, wait, what are you doing here? You were buying things left and right. Like, what? Are you even aware of what you are buying and what they do? And the answer seems to be no, they do not. They do not. So it sucks. It sucks for the people who lost their job. This is also another thing where I truly believe that the gaming industry as a whole has a problem. It's this every day you hear gaming studios, publishers, developers begging, crying out for help of getting more people, of getting specific roles, and getting people set into the new workplace. And they cannot find enough developers, right? We hear those stories every day. If you were asking a developer, hey, what's with the leading audio designer and the leading gameplay designer? Like, seems to be those positions have been vacant for like half a year or a year. What's up with that? Don't know. Don't find people. Right? It's this. They all complain about how they can't find the people, but at the same time, the industry is firing teams left and right now, and it's this. How does this work together? Like, how can you not have enough people for a team, but also you did fire hundreds, if not thousands, of people just now? There seems to be a disconnect, at least from an outside view. But yeah, it's certainly not great. And before I'm getting too angry about this, foo, foo. And a happy fuck Embracer and fuck Embracer's management in particular for making those decisions. And other people always just like to fire their anger at the company, which is like whatever. It's like, no, I'm directing my anger directly at the people in management position and the people who are calling the shots over there. You are shit and you shouldn't be here. Yeah, you should get fired. But that's just me. Mole is wanting to get people fired again. Quick, call Bethesda. It's hilarious. If everyone's like, what? I'm blacklisted by Bethesda. I'm blacklisted by Bethesda's PR team. Because apparently I wanted to get one of the PR managers fired. And I'm like, huh? I have what? Which was absolutely not the case, not even remotely close. So for everyone who missed it, around when Starfield was coming out, and everyone was on edge, wherever that was. There was this. There was basically the one of the content creators, one of the bigger ones. I think it was SkillUp, who didn't get a review copy, and I'm always like, as somebody who has worked in the business for over 10 years, who has been a journalist and who has seen the in and outs, especially from Bethesda. It's kind of interesting for me because Bethesda has been known inside like the journalistic and content creator circles as a very stingy company. And I have basically asked the question, I dared to ask the question on social media, at nobody directed, besides of, by the way, why does Bethesda still do their own, like everything PR wise? Why is it not Microsoft who does the PR? Because Microsoft has a whole PR thing for influencers, journalists, and whatnot, and Bethesda has its own, right? It's like, why? Like, serious question. And the person from the PR side of Bethesda immediately read this as, well, you should get fired and lose your job. I'm like, what? No, that's not what I meant. Sure, if that is basically the answer that question leads to, well, that opens up a whole discussion. But that was absolutely. I just wanted to know why. There was no evil intention or anything. It was just like, why? Why is the company doing that? Why do they have two different PR companies or two different inside PR management like areas? But yeah, that person totally took that as a front against them, that they want to get them fired and lose their job. I'm like, what? Oh, okay. And then I found out that I got blacklisted because another PR person I do know working at Bethesda, different different country I've been friends with for decades, was like, dude, I just got an email. You're on the blacklist. I'm like, oh, good. Good. That's good to know. It's like, yeah. Hey, okay. If yeah. Speaking about Bethesda being very stingy, yeah, they haven't changed much in the decades since I worked as a journalist. Bethesda, like every PR person working at Bethesda so far, has been always this whole, how dare you asking a question, or how dare you to ask that question, get lost. So it's like, wow, okay. Again, not the first time. Do I care? No. No, no, not really. Like, eh, yeah. I played the game a day later than the rest of the content creators. No, I think. Wait, didn't content creators didn't even get early access for Starfield? I think I played it the same day. It didn't matter. I was like, oh no, I had Xbox Game Pass and I played the early access thingy. The horror. Oh well. Wow, sidetracked. All right, next. Blizzard has a new president. Johanna Faris. I don't know how to spell that last name. Johanna is the new president of Blizzard now. She has been working on Blizzard, or well, worked on the Activision side since 2018, and she was the publisher commissioner for Call of Duty esports and later became the general manager for the Call of Duty franchise. And she held that title for close to 3 years. Prior to working in Activision, Ferris spent over a decade working at the NFL. Oh boy. Where she served first as the NFL Director of Consumer Products and Licensing. Good. Good. And later as a VP of Marketing Strategy and Fan Development. Yeah. And she is replacing Mike Shabera. I will be honest, sure. Like, let's see what she can do there. I mean, maybe she is just an interims president. It's kind of weird how Mike Jabera has been told to leave, more or less. It's a bit weird how the whole thing is happening. What we can clearly see here is that Microsoft is slowly starting to position themselves, and they want fresh blood in there, and they now, or well, fresh blood. They changing up positions, which is like from a purely perspective of a business, that is happening quite a lot when there is a shakeup happening, when somebody is buying said business. People act like they fired Jabera, instated Johanna, and was just like, yeah, she is at fault. Oh my god. Probably doesn't help, especially not on social media, that she is a woman and she's a person of color. You can put them two and two together and think how people react to that. And it's like, oh, the slightly veil of racism. I can smell it. As I don't get me wrong, if she screws up and all that, yeah, sure. She she has to answer for that. But it's like people already want to see her on the chopping block an hour into the job. And it's like, really? For what? Yeah, she was the general manager for Call of Duty. Call of Duty has been shit in the last 3 years. The last 3 years? You mean the last decade? Okay. Like, and it has been so shit that apparently the new Call of Duty was again one of the best selling Call of Duty franchises of all time, even though people don't want to see that. Like, don't get me wrong, I personally don't care for Call of Duty and all that, but it's this, you say that this was the shittiest Call of Duty of all time, but the numbers, which are not made up because, well, those are shareholder numbers and lying to shareholders is a crime, you are actually still getting punished for even in the US. Quite a bit, actually. They're not faking those. And those numbers tell the story of this Call of Duty was actually very successful. If you like it or not, right? It's like, yeah, it's successful. So, yeah, get a. If you really don't like it and you think it's absolutely shit, then don't buy that game. Like, why do people still have to buy that game in bulk, even though they find it absolutely atrocious? It's like, well, then move on. I don't. Weird. Speaking of games to move on and absolutely atrocious, Suicide Squad had an amazing early access start yesterday. Um, you know, they released into early access. You know that one. And where you have to pay more money, where you have to pay your, what was it? $100 to get early into the game. You could only play it, well, actually, you couldn't even play it that much because for an hour that game was available and they had to take down the servers immediately because they realized, whoopsie daisy, we have a huge game breaking bug here which finishes the game for you. Yep. It literally finishes the game for you when you start it up for the first time. You get a congratulations that you finished the game and thanks for playing. I mean, they respect your time, right? There are other games who don't do that, so that's pretty nice of them. But that is, of course, not very great, especially for a game you just paid $100 for. If you want to play early, they apparently fixed it, and now I think people can now play. Let me see actually how much people are playing Suicide Squad right now. It's not officially out yet, but nonetheless, I want to see how many people are playing it. Curiosity. It doesn't show. That's interesting. 5. You're probably not that wrong. I would have loved to get like an overview, but it seems like they have like even I cannot even see it on the SteamDB. Interesting. Yeah, normally I can like um normally I can see like at least on the SteamDB on how many people are playing, but nonetheless, uh the 24-hour peak on Twitch has been 25,000 viewers. That's not a lot. We will see how this game does. I personally think it will crash and burn. I know people don't want to hear that, but it's another live service game nobody has asked for in a market where live service games are completely overrun. But I might be wrong. I might be right. We will find out. And like the only thing which annoys me, I'm not getting a lot of DC games. We're definitely not getting a lot of Rocksteady games. And so I'm like, oh, wow, that's not really what I hoped for. That's the only thought I have on this. But in the end, if this game is becoming successful or if it fails, does nothing to me. Like, I'm literally like, because I see the game and I think it's not interesting. Oh yeah, also, a day before the release, not too surprising because it's Warner Brothers and Warner Brothers loves that shit. They also announced that they added Denuvo anti-tamper. Yeah, Denuvo, woohoo! Great. Always screams confidence when they're announcing Denuvo a day before the release. I mean, it's Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers is putting Denuvo in all of their games. Always has been, always will. Like, I'm not really surprised. I would have been more surprised if they would have said we will not have Denuvo in the game. That would have been actually a surprise to me. That they actually use Denuvo doesn't really come to a surprise to me. Still, I abhor it, but you know, not surprised. Warner Brothers puts it on every game. They are one of the, I think, besides Ubisoft, they're the only Western publisher left who is doing that. And it's like, yeah. Again, like if like here's the thing, the person who was making that decision has again absolutely no clue about gaming and the gaming industry as a whole. Like, it's a completely clueless dude in his job. And if you would just look at the numbers of success stories when it comes to games without a copyright protection, I mean, look at Palworld. Yeah, but Palworld is a $30 game. Yeah, okay, well, look at Tekken. Look at Tekken. $70 game. Doing fantastic. And has zero copyright protection. Oh no. And yes, I know, like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, unfortunately, is using Denuvo because Sega is still believing that. But there's, again, I'm talking about Western publishers. Like, the Japanese publishers are a little bit different. We had that topic more than often. I mean, Baldur's Gate 3, look at that game. Still $60. Still doing absolutely fantastic. And Shrouded. That game is doing fantastic. Like, yeah. I'm looking forward. Oh, God, sorry. I'm looking forward to for the time that shit dies out. But it will probably never happen. Again, like, I know this is just me. I know this is just me. But I think it tells you everything you have to know about the copyright protection when the creator of the copyright protection is not using that copyright protection in their games. In this case, it's Sony. Sony created Denuvo, sold it off because they didn't really saw like too much usage and too much money into it. And they also found something more interesting, they said. But they created Denuvo, sold it off, and not a single PlayStation game which came out on the PC is using Denuvo. And it's like, dude, when the own creator is like, I'm not paying money for that shit. Like, that is really something which should give you a minute of pause and go, ah, that's not a good product endorsement, isn't it? Uh, okay. Yeah. Next news. Let's get into some positive area. Enshrouded has reached over 1 million players. It's doing fantastically well. It's one of the top games of Steam, has been for multiple days. It's always like in the top 10, top 5, depending which time of the day we have right now. And they always seem to have their 100,000 players plus, which is very good, because I was actually concerned regarding Enshrouded that because of powered success, Enshrouded might not be on the radar of people. But quite the opposite. It seems like as if Enshrouded is taking up all the players who just couldn't click with Palworld, and just is taking everyone else up on that regard. Right? People who tried Palworld and they were like, this is not my game. They tried out Enshrouded, and those people most of the time were like, yes, yes, this is more my game, which is fantastic, right? This is actually what I hope for. I have to admit, I was concerned that it doesn't work that way. But yeah, Enshrouded is doing great. I wouldn't be surprised if we're hearing by the end of the week that they are reaching the 2 million units sold, which would be freaking fantastic for the game. Yep. Next news. Next news. Oh, this is super interesting. Remember Darker and Darker? Remember the PvP, PvE extraction medieval thingy? Game, right? Which got hit by a lawsuit by, well, the previous company people worked on, aka Nexon, and which then was becoming a copyright infringement lawsuit. And, well, even though we are still long away from a resolution to that legal matter, but it seems like there has been at least a preliminary junction filed by Nexon against I Am Maze, which is the developer, was dismissed. Details on the junction were not shared by Iron Mace, but it does state that it was dismissed by the court on the grounds that the RPG cannot be considered an infringement on Nexon's copyright or trade secret, and that service for Darker and Darker should not be suspended. An allusion to the fact that the game may return to Steam, or at least that it can continue to be sold directly. As you know, they got kicked off of Steam because Nexon filed a copyright infringement to Steam, and Steam was following that through very quickly because, well, they don't want to get into trouble, no matter if it is right or not. But yeah, the legal thing is still happening, and Nexon just wanted to shut it down completely till the whole legal matter has been figured out. But yeah, now apparently the judge says, ain't gonna happen, and he doesn't really see the problem here. Now, of course, that is not the same thing as has there been some copyright infringement. We have to see how that goes. So, yeah. Iron Maze is, of course, very happy, and they are going a little bit into the, see, we told you we didn't steal any code. I was like, no, that's not the point here, because funny enough, in a primal, that word every time, in that junction, the code And the whole thing, if it has been used for the game or not, if you have stolen the code, was actually not allowed to be used as evidence in that decision. So to go online afterwards and spout, hey, see folks? Yeah, the judge is agreeing with us. We have never used that code from Nexon. It's like, no, and you should be very careful what you're doing here right now, because some judges can react very, very unhappy of those kind of tactics. So don't piss them off. Don't piss them off. Well, with that said, woo, we end the end of the line, aka the end of the gaming news. That's it. That was 1.5 hours of me just blurping away. Not bad. Not bad. How about we are playing some video games? How about that? And let me go into my Steam stem. And let's jump into Lil Guardsman. Before we do that, I will take a super quick bio break though. As I have to open the window. It's like, oh, the air is just shit right now here. So I'll be back in like 5 minutes, and then we'll continue our playthrough of Lil Guardsman. Yeah. Prepare your butts. Oh, I'm back. Thank you so much for waiting. Thank you. Give me just one quick second here. Check some- Oh, excuse me. Okay. 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 Just before we are now jump into the thing. Oh, oh, that is interesting. Okay. 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 Sorry, I had to read something regarding a thing. The thing. Yes, the thing. You know, the thing. Emails. It's very important to have the thing. So, let's continue with the Guardsman, please.
Lil, rise and shine.
Uh, okay. Does the OBS? Hello? Uh, eh? I mean, screw you. But that's not what I want. Because now we have my stupid FPS counter also in the top. Let me also, like, what? Why is it not taking the game capture? What's going on there? OBS, are you drunk? Oh? Alright, apparently game capture is broken, so we do the thing and you just ignore the 60 FPS counter in the background because damn, you know, FPS, very, very important in this game. Let me see if I can actually deactivate that very quickly. Oh, now it's taking the game capture. Are you shitting me? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Do what you must, OBS. You do your thing. I'm just here to serve. Welcome back to our Lil Guardsman playthrough. We have been finishing around 50% of the game at this point. Yes, we're halfway through, and so we will probably finish it in the next 1 or 2 days. Really looking forward to it. The kingdom is a bit in trouble if you have missed the last few episodes. The princess is gone. We probably started a revolution somewhere, slowly beginning to build up, and we still have to get paid. So let's go.
Dad, you rise, you shine. I'll take 5 more minutes.
Exactly.
It's time to get up.
No.
Shouldn't you be down at the guard shed?
Oh yeah, we already had that.
Oh, wait.
We have the
We
night
only
shift
got the
today.
day off because we have to work the night shift.
Yeah, exactly. We had that already. Yes, when we played it. Good news.
Apparently, you didn't pick the right person's champion for the rescue mission.
Oh,
Who's...
yeah. Well,
No.
Oh, Dad.
So, I guess
Wait, don't touch that!
oh yeah, that also happened.
Whoa. What just happened?
Do you want the good news? Okay. I should probably check.
Yeah. So our dad didn't get atomized, which is nice.
Now you get out of here and enjoy your day off. But don't enjoy it too much. You have to work all night, remember?
Yay! Sounds like my life.
I'm not going anywhere without my chronometer 3000.
Oh, excuse me. How could I forget that? I love the art style. Oh. What the hell?
Oh, God. The rat problem is even worse than I thought. We eat all of our meals here.
Ew. She gags. I mean, I would gag too. Can we talk to the rats? Shush. Well, they're not very great talkers. Buddy, I don't think that's a good
This
hat.
hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey, it continues.
I would say so, yes. I would deliberately agree with that notion. Yes, that's a pretty bad hat as far as hat goes, especially because that hat is,
I think I can hear my friends out back. I want to go play.
Ah, you have friends, Lil. Didn't know that. I thought you were one of those kids who are just, like, inside all the time and do not have friends. Like me! Yay! Wait. What do you mean I have friends? Pish posh. What? Damn it. Wait. I hope that's not your friend, because that would be creepy. Oh, no, here they are. They're also creepy.
Isla, Simon, Lamont. How's it going, guys?
Nice names.
Hey, if it isn't Little Miss, I haven't been around for a while. Where you been all this time?
Well, I had to work.
Not around. I got what every kid fears they'll get one day. Chicken pox?
No. Also, this is the first time we see the face of the princess. We never knew how the princess looks like. And there it is.
Worse than that, Simon. I got a job. What are you up to?
Oh no.
Well, you just missed the rock throwing portion of our morning. Sadly, we chucked the last rock in the alley over the fence. Next, well...
And we hit the car underneath it. Wait.
We were thinking of seeing if we could get our mitts on some of the cool stuff that Garby guys got over there. They look like magical toys, basically.
Oh, that's not good. Bad idea.
I have to use a bunch of those for my job. And even though they look like a barrel of laughs, they're serious business.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Lil. For some reason, the world is basically treating you like you're old. Work your magic and score us some sweet loot.
Some sweet loots, guys. I love sweet loots. No, that's not. That's not my fun
I'm not
about
sure
that.
if it's a good idea.
It just sounds
but
cute.
I'll talk to Garbanzo over there and see.
I'm not making fun of people with a lisp.
Hi, Lil. Sorry, I'm not quite ready to open up the shop yet. I can't seem to find my inventory key. What are you doing up so early?
What? Shopping.
I was hoping to do some quick shopping before I have to work the graveyard shift tonight.
Oh, geez, I'd love to help you out, but I can't seem to find the key to my inventory cabinet. I can't open my shop without it.
Well, mission acquired.
Gotta be around here somewhere. You probably just dropped it.
Or maybe one of those small hooligans over there stole it.
No, they're trying to steal something else from you right now. I mean, definitely not.
Those aren't small hooligans. They're my friends. And I was actually coming to talk to you about letting us borrow a couple of items.
I stand by my statement, and we can talk about loaning you some merchandise later. Maybe you could talk to them for me. Work your little guardsman magic and see what you could do to get it back.
On it.
Okay. This is one of those moments where, like, two people really hate each other and they don't talk to each other anymore. So they're like, could you please tell this bozo to give me the salt? And the other one is like, well, could you tell this whippersnapper that I will not give them the salt? Right? They're basically doing the same thing here.
Alright, guys, time to confess. Which one of you took poor Garby's inventory key?
Wasn't me.
I don't know. I ain't saying nothing.
Oh, it's him.
So that's the way it's gonna be, is it? Listen, I need that key to upgrade tools and buy more power crystals, so one of you is gonna tell me who's responsible.
Ooh, Lilith's an adult. Boo. Boo.
Are you a lawyer all of a sudden?
Nope, but I'm a guardsman. I hope you got your story straight, because I really don't want to go down to the guard shed and get my metal detector.
Not the metal detector. And maybe... Oh my god. Will she go that far and take the truth serum? Lil! Phew, didn't expect that from you.
So tell me, which one of you took Garby's key?
Lamont.
It was Simon.
I've never brought this up to the group before, but I think Isla is a kleptomaniac. I always see her taking things out of Lamont's backpack when he's not looking. But also...
But also? You really love her? You have a crush on her? Aww.
Between you and
not poking his big, dumb, handsome nose that sits in the middle of his gorgeous face all around that booth.
Well, I know who has a crush on Lamont.
It was probably him. Oh, he's such a bad boy, but also...
I could make up my mind now or dig a little deeper.
Oh my god. Question further. I'm pretty sure it's Lamont.
I said it before, I'll say it again. It was Isla.
Wait, but you said it was Simon before this.
Okay, maybe Isla isn't a klepto, but she did go through his bag just before you got here.
Oh my.
Maybe she's got a good reason to be going through his stuff. I got here third, so I didn't see anything.
Oh, interesting.
I know it wasn't me. I'm in a bit of a two-strike situation with my parents, and I'll be sent to the National Ballet School in Marvog if I get in trouble again.
Wow. Yeah, for everyone who has missed the beginning, National Ballet School in Marva basically means deaf. That basically means deaf. Wow.
But I'm telling you, Lamont got here first, and I saw him rooting around Garby's shop.
Wow. Lamont.
So, did you figure out who took my key?
Yeah, Lamont.
I hate to be a narc, but I think it was... It was probably Lamont. He's the tough-looking kid with the missing tooth.
Thanks, Lil. I'll be right back. Hey, you! Mullet boy! Stay right where you are!
Oh boy. Garby isn't smart or strong or fast. By the time he reached Little Hooligan's friend, they had run off, but Lil had been correct, and startled, Lamont dropped the key as he fled. Yes.
Ugh, got the key back. And those hooligans ran off. It's a win-win. Now my shop is ready to open.
Nice.
For helping me out, I'd like to offer you some gold to upgrade one of your tools. Or load up on crystals. Whatever your little heart desires.
See what you did there, Garby, and you're the best. Hey, some decent cash. Ooh. I like the through spray. Can I sell something? No. Thanks, man. Nice of doing business with you. Nice. Ooh, all the things we could... We could... I mean... Is there a game happening right now? We need some money, man. Oh! The Milton Marauders. The thing is, this time we don't really have a way of interfering with it.
Oh, hello, dear. Are you here to watch the Goblin Ball game?
Hiya, Mrs. A. I usually find Goblin Ball too boring to watch. Unless, of course, there's a little action on it, if you know what I mean.
Heh.
I most certainly do. I've got this month's pension check riding on a sure thing tip that's gonna pay out big time.
Really?
Sure seem confident, Mrs. A. Care to share that tip with this underage gambler?
Your father wouldn't be pleased with me, but I'll tell you what. Since I really bet the ranch on this next game, I don't have any gold left to buy my snacks. would you be willing to help a little old lady buy a large hat made of nacho chips with melted cheese sauce on top? Mama just can't enjoy the game without one.
I'm broke.
I don't think I should, Mrs. A. Heavily salted food at your age could contribute to what I'm guessing is an already existing heart condition.
Uh-oh.
Why, you presumptuous little... No matter. I'm sure Fredo will spot me for it. I'll be good for it after my bet comes through anyway.
Damn it! So I don't find out what the tip is. Well, shit.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey, it continues.
We have to do some betting, man. I need some money.
Step right up, one and all, and win some money on the Goblin Ball.
Hello again, Fredo.
Again? I've never seen you before in my life.
But I placed a bet with you.
Doesn't ring a bell.
The Kaladar Lightning game against...
Okay, if you say so. Person I've never seen before. Anyways, you want to make a bet on the game?
Yes.
Here are the teams at play, kiddo. Which one do you want to hear about?
Give me some infos on the Marauders.
This team went under a major rebranding and hired a whole new set of eager rookies. They're fast, but lack the muscle mass that some of the more seasoned teams have. Let's hope the starch in those new uniforms doesn't slow them down too much. You sure you want to bet on them?
Nah.
Here are the teams at play, kiddo.
Sprawler?
Ah, the home team. People either love them or they hate them. Me? I'm indifferent. But with the princess missing, the kingdom could really use a win right now. Nah, if only those bums would get up off their behinds and show a little hustle every now and again. Great team, though. Are you sure you want to bet on them?
Shit, man. That's tough, and this time I cannot influence it. Sure.
How much you looking to gamble?
All my money. Yes.
All right, kid. Your bet is in. Good luck.
That's why I don't gamble.
Let's watch some Goblin Ball.
What an embarrassing series of unfortunate accidents for the Sprawl Brawlers. First, Jorbala Pepstein failed to barrel roll out of the way of the Marauders' lightning-fast offensive line. Then, the dynamic duo, Edie and Audrey O'Goblin, only shaved 12 of the 14.7 seconds off of the time the Brawlers needed to open the Diamond Snorf's cage. It all comes down to the final wagon wheel toss today, folks, and the coach has sent in Sir Warren of Bainbridge, the bad boy of the Brawlers' midfield passive-aggressive line. He's muttering something to himself. He spits. He lifts the wheel above his head. He spins. He spins again. He spins a third time, and it's launched. The Marauders' weather wizard can't touch a throw like that, and it's through the post!
Yeah! Daddy is rich. Daddy gets some new
Like a
pairs of
guest,
shoes.
kid. Come back next time for all your illegal gambling needs. Just ask for Fredo.
Okay, Fredo. Woo! We are liquid again. It's like, heck yeah. Wait, what can we do there? I want to be on 20. So we spent 20, we got 20. So we're at 49. Yeah. Can I talk to Malcolm? Malcolm is not here. By the way, Malcolm, totally sus. Totally sus. Okay, let's go to the dig side. Yeah, we got a bit of cash. Because we were really broke. But there's a note. I have convened a meeting at the Mage's Guild. The dig set is closed for a day.
Well, Well, that's just great. What am I supposed to do now? I guess I could go back in time to when she was here. Shut it down! Dr. B did say I could only use it at the guard shed. Maybe that's why it's on the fritz? I better just get to my shift before this thing explodes.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Yes. We're good. Nearly made the world explode. That's not good.
What's this? A
Night
mysterious
shift.
present? Perhaps a secret admirer?
Lilith, Guardian of the Southern Gate. Excellent work picking the obvious choice for the Princess Rescue mission. Unfortunately, the warriors seems to have gotten themselves into some hot water with the Farmers Union. Not your fault though. Anyways, please enjoy this one-time bonus. Message concluded. P.S. Sorry to hear about the night shift. I love the night shift, by the way. Oh, you received a free metal detector slot upgrade. Oh, okay. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. There's no writ for the night shift. However, there's a book labeled Monster Manual. Oh, whoa. The Sprawl Monster Manual, first edition. Doppelgangers, shapeshifters. Frequency, very rare. Shape change, sneak attack. Weakness, susceptible to physical damage. Oh, the whip. Alignment, chaotic evil. Small to medium humanoid. Does your loved one seem more adult than usual? Maybe they have been replaced by a doppelganger. These monstrous creatures have the ability to superficially assume the appearance of anyone. When dealing with a suspected shapeshifter, show them an item they should recognize. Where possible, show them their child. Show them Jimmy. Note, chemical components such as the patented truth spray have no effect on what are essentially gelatinous blobs. Gelatinous? Gelatinous. There we go. Okay, so those are all the monsters I can meet. Okay. I hope we can open up the book whenever need be. Yo, I love the night shift already. Ding. Put one here. And that one. See how that goes. I love night shift. I'm an absolute, like, even in real life, I'm the night shift guy. It's kind of weird. Oh.
Good evening, child. I have not seen you at the post before.
Good evening.
Yeah, you know how it goes. Drew the short straw this time. Burning it at both ends, you know. Just gotta keep on trucking through.
Right.
I hear you. Working the graveyard shift myself.
Yeah.
Yes, that's very
You said it.
interesting. So, you are Graf Dracula. Mole people? Oh. Vampires. Ah, there we go. Special attacks change into a bat. Hypnosis, flight, dental peculiarities. Weakness, sunlight, UV, garlic, counting bags of small grains, wooden stakes. Usually evil, but best not to judge a book by its cover. Human-sized. In centuries past, vampires were the stuff of myths and legends, sticking to the shadows and the covering of up their ghastly deeds in order to remain hidden from polite society. Recently, as a result of the powerful vampire rights movement led by goth rock icon Vlad Extreme, vampires have come out of the closet and many have become productive members of society. Okay. So, what's your business?
What did you say your name was, sir?
Heinrich.
Of course, his name is Heinrich.
And last name?
Von Pyre.
Ah!
Von Pyre?
Von Bayer. Yes.
Von Pyre.
Title?
Count.
Your name is Count Heinrich von Pyre?
Yes.
Yes.
That's a fun name to have.
It is? Huh, it is. Why, thank you, little girl. I happen to come from a long line of vampires.
Uh-huh.
I have no doubt in my mind.
I don't really see what the problem here is, right? Like, yeah. So,
are you,
Running late? Yes, I am. So if you wouldn't mind inviting me in, there is an urgent matter I must attend to.
Did you say invite you in?
Good sir, I happened to got some fresh garlic yesterday. Would you take a sniff, please? Fun fact, I actually got some fresh garlic. Look, I got some garlic yesterday, okay? I needed to fill up my garlic reservoir, and bought that yesterday.
Yes, it was an arrangement I had with the guard who normally works this location. An arrangement that, if broken, would be a real pain in the neck, so to speak.
Oh.
Well, I certainly wouldn't want to get in the way of any pre-existing arrangements.
Look into my eyes. I sincerely thank you.
Should we use the truth serum? How many people do we have? 6. Oh boy. Huh. Huh.
Your tawdry magic spray does not have any effect on me, child.
Oh.
Maybe I have something else that'll get you talking. Maybe
Right?
this will loosen your lips.
A bag of rice. You're showing me a bag of rice? Why would you do? Would you happen to know how many grains of rice there are in that bag?
Oh my god. No. Don't tell me he counts.
I don't know, a lot?
Holy crap! Okay, just give it to me. I will count them for you. A bag of rice. I never, in all my years.
Oh my god. Let me also maneuver myself a little bit over here.
Okay, weirdo. Next.
Maybe you didn't know it, but a vampire is cursed to count every grain of rice in a bag that is given to him. This kept him busy before daybreak. Good job. Wow. Okay. Ha. You again?
Listen, little girl, there isn't much time. You must send me to jail immediately. I pray you don't make me explain any further. We haven't the time.
Okay.
This guy doesn't seem interested in small talk. I better get on with the job.
Well, then let's. Does what he says. Straight to jail.
Thank you. Bless you, child. The world is a safer place now.
I really hope you get the help you need.
Probably not in the dungeon. Yay! You observed and understood this man's affliction. Lycanism. He made the right decision and quickly. Yes. I actually thought that he would become a werewolf. Man, night shift, huh? Burning through here with 2 4-stars already.
God.
Oh my god, indeed. What happened? Wait a minute.
No, no, little one. Not a god, just an incredibly handsome mortal. People make that mistake all the time. It is I, Prince Phineas, heir to the throne of Petrard.
Incredible handsome.
Incredibly handsome? Really?
11 out of 10, baby.
Barf. Do you have anything to declare? Please say no and just go about your business.
As a matter of fact, I do.
Yeah, I was afraid of that.
I declare that I am...
Go on.
What?
You kind of trailed off there?
What?
You said,
I declare that I am.
and then...
Then what?
Okay, and I feel like I'm gonna regret asking, but what have you been doing tonight?
What do you want me to say? Milkmaids? Or what I've been doing with the milkmaids?
We've come this far.
Well, we've come this far. What have you been doing with the milkmaids?
Oh boy.
I got thrown out for trying to stretch a single into a double.
That's just sad.
I just feel sorry for you, man.
Don't pity me, little one. I am a crown prince of the realm.
A sad one. Aren't you here trying to win the hand of Princess Desdemona?
Well, sure I am, but when the Mages Guild throws a party in your honor, boy, do they know how to show you a good time.
Uh-huh.
And you can't stop a fox from stealing eggs, am I right? Huh?
What?
What? What does that even mean?
It means everyone always thought the Sprawl was crazy for being aligned with such an uptight group of old boars.
Says the uptight dude of boars. Okay.
They really know how to show a guy a good time.
No, I meant the thing about the foxes stealing eggs.
Can't stop them, and I'm the fox.
Barf, 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 barf. Good night, Prince Phineas.
That's me. Ha ha.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it. Now get out of here, you drunk fool.
Oh, all right.
Well, that was unpleasant.
Good evening, my dear.
What?
Mrs. Abernathy, you're out awful late, especially with all these comings and goings about the Sprawl.
Oh, my stars! Would you look at the time? How the day does get away from you. I best be turning in.
What are you doing out here, girl?
My dad will sure be glad I've seen at least one familiar face tonight.
Your dad?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you know my dad, Hamish.
Oh, yes, Hamish. Your dad, Hamish. Best be getting home to bed.
Are you not supposed to say, like, something else but not Hamish?
That's funny. I don't think I've ever heard you call him Hamish before.
Yeah, me neither.
Yes, usually I call him your dad.
No, you call him Amish. Wait, no, that's something else. Samish. Damn it. Damon. You know what I mean.
No, usually you call him Shamish.
Oh, that also works.
Yes, Shamish. Best be getting home to bed.
Ooh. You are definitely a doppelganger. Well, let's whip her. Let's whip her. Whip her good. Shapana!
Oh, my stars, would you look at the time? How the day does get away from you. I best be turning in.
Yeah, that seems pretty off to me.
I sent you to jail. Uh-huh. Straight to jail.
I'm sorry, Mrs. A, but I think this is for your own good. Boy, that felt awful to say.
Oh, my stars, would you look at the time? How the day does get away from you. I best be turning in.
Guards, take this sweet little old lady to prison. Man, this just keeps getting worse and worse. Well, that's weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Guards. Oh. Oh, only 2 stars. Okay. Ah. So I should have found that out.
Good evening.
Mrs. Abernathy.
Oh,
Ah. I mean, that was the right thing to do.
oh, my...
Yeah, that's...
Who are you?
My dad will sure be glad I've seen at least...
Oh, she's doing that again. Okay.
That's funny.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this again.
What's kept you out so late tonight?
Well, with all these comings and goings about the sprawl, I've been out of sorts. My routine is all over the map these days. Best be getting home to bed.
Even so, it's pretty late for you to be out. Was there something special happening tonight?
Something special. Well, with all these comings and goings about the sprawl, I've been out of sorts. My routine is all over the map these days.
Should I
Best be
use the
getting home to bed.
X-ray? Okay, let's deny her. I think we have to... Maybe X-ray her.
I'm sorry, Mrs. A, but I...
Oh, my stars, would you look...
No, Mrs. Abernathy. You are... Well,
Yep.
that's weird.
Okay. We have some tries left. So we have to do something very specific here. We have a few tries left. I wanna see if I can like 4-star this, right? Yeah. Hello, Mrs. Abernathy. Hi. So that doesn't work. Let's use the X-ray. Oh, interesting. The X-ray does not show her to be real.
You know, Norm.
Oh, my stars. Would
Yeah, that seems pretty.
Let's use the whip as well.
Oh, my stars.
Yeah, that.
And now the truth serum. I will restart this anyways, so that's fine.
Mrs. Abernathy?
Good evening, my dear.
Hi?
Oh, my stars. Would you?
Well, that's weird.
Huh. Ah. Yeah. I just want to try all 3 of them and see if
I'm sorry,
something happens.
Mrs. No.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Weird. Okay, let's rewind one more time. I think we don't even have to use any of the items here. Yes. I think we can just talk to her.
Good evening.
My dad will. Yeah, you.
Oh.
That's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So let's just talk to her and see what happens.
What's kept you out so. Even.
Well, with all.
Last talk.
Please tell your dad Shamish that I am home from my late night special something. Best be going to bed.
You seem to have a difficult time remembering things. I wonder if I have something that can jog her memory.
Oh. All right. Oh my god, we totally forgot about this.
Something is seriously weird here. Didn't I read somewhere about showing people something?
Yeah. I totally forgot about this.
Does this do anything for you?
Oh, yes. It is very nice. Thank you.
That was one of your award-winning bonds, Mrs. Abernathy. You don't recognize it?
Mm-hmm.
Award-winning buns.
Yes. Awkward pause.
Don't you recognize it?
You're not Mrs. Abernathy at all, are you?
Yeah.
Get out of here, you lousy shapeshifter monster!
Nice. Nice. You tried to show Mrs. Abernathy her own buns. Giggity. Revealing her to be a shape-shifting monster. Well done. 4 stars!
Well. If it isn't the little girl who works the guard shed. I was hoping we'd meet again. I'd love to stay and chat, but I have a rather important meeting to attend.
Totally not necromancer? What is a necromancer doing? Necromancer. Hey, it's Zwergen. How are you doing? Hello, hello. Oh, why crying? Weakness, their egos. Lawful evil, all bodies are beach bodies. Magic practitioners who have broken their codes and oaths and turned to the forbidden arts. Although not illegal, they should be discouraged from entering the sprawl. Note, the Mages Guild would gladly welcome a fallen wizard who has seen the error of their ways back to the fold. However, not one has yet chosen to give up the dark arts once they have tasted that sweet, sweet necromancy. Oh boy. Let's talk to him first.
And what exactly is this meeting you're attending?
If you must know, I was summoned by Praetor Kargan personally. It is a highly confidential matter that doesn't concern you.
What? Stopped.
As a guard of the kingdom, you don't tell me what does and does not concern me. I tell you what does and does not concern me.
I should have teased him.
A backbone. Interesting. Foolish, but interesting.
So, truth serum? Psst, psst. That was probably a bad choice.
When I was a little boy and my powers were beginning to form, I had a budgie named Petey. Petey was my best, nay, only friend.
Aww, that's so sad. This is why he became an Edgemaster and Necromancer.
When he flew full speed into the window and fell to the floor, my innate ability to rouse the dead awakened. Have I spent most of my adult life trying to hide these forbidden gifts? Yes. Do they come in handy when certain foreign visitors practice their ballet and decapitate a few chambermaids? Also yes.
Oh. Well, that's awkward.
Why does Praetor Kargan want to meet with you?
I'm feeling rather generous today, so I will tell you. The Marvog High Council, led by Praetor Kargan herself, are concerned. As ceremonial killings have become more and more common, their numbers continue to dwindle. With that in mind, the Empress reached out to me regarding the practice of necromancy to preserve the life force of some of these brave fallen souls.
And at no point did anyone propose maybe a few less ceremonial killings?
Necromancy made more sense to the Marvog.
Oh, sure.
Well, that was rather shitty. Denied.
You have no right to deny me, no right to even stand in my view, you pathetic smaggle.
Oh. Called me a smaggle. That was as worse as last time when somebody called me a muggle. The gall of those people nowadays.
What's that?
Smaggle. Yes, that is the word we mages use to describe worthless, magicless beings such as you. You are a prime grade A example of a smaggle.
Dude, that's pretty weak.
It is.
No, it is not weak. It cuts to the core.
Nah, that's lame. Get out of here.
The Praetor will know of your insolence, little one.
Yeah, well. Rewind. Rewind. We do this again. And this time I will just make fun of him the whole time. Yeah, blah, 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 blah.
And what exactly is...
If you must know.
Late night slumber party? Watching rom-coms and doing magazine quizzes?
Impudent child.
I'm pretty close, aren't I?
Oh yeah, we are doing this. We're just making fun of him.
Why does Praetor Kargan want...
I'm feeling right with that.
Okay, we had that.
And at no point did any...
Necromancy.
Oh, sure.
So it seems like we can do a lot with
I've
just
told you my
talking
business.
today.
I've played your game. Why do you continue to bar my access?
You're evil.
This necromancy stuff sounds pretty evil to me.
That is exactly the reason we need to enshrine the magical freedoms of the Mages Guild, with small-minded smaggles like you trying to dictate what we can and cannot study.
Oh. Ha. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure.
You have no right to deny...
What's that? Dude.
No, it is
Nah.
the
Yeah. I don't know what to do here. Like, maybe I should have used the truth serum at the end, but then we already know that he's a necromancer, so there's not really a lot of truth we would have gleaned from him. Lies to ground. Hey.
Oh my god! Are you some kind of scary tree monster?
A treant.
Yes. Now let me in or I'll thwomp and stomp you.
Man, I love the monster design. I love the monster design. What do we have about tree goblins? Forest entities? Get out. Stomp or thwomp? Fire, woodcutter's axe, poorly administered town hall meetings, true neutral. The story of the first transformation from mundane tree into sentient, mobile being is lost to the history. These creatures are extremely dangerous, but generally motivated by threats to their territory. The bark of forest entity is often the site of cryptic magical runes and prophetic writings that can be deciphered. Oh, well, I have a solution to that.
I noticed you have something carved on your bark, but I can't quite make out what it says.
Somebody called it on me when I was a sapling. It was a mistake.
Aww.
Mind if I try to read it?
Okay.
Okay. Ruh-roh.
It reads, to lodge all power in one party and keep it there is to ensure bad government and the sure and gradual deterioration of public morals.
That sounds political.
Does that mean anything to you?
That was the words of person who came to woods to write. I remember him, Mark Goblin Twain.
Oh
He
boy.
was inspiring to Scary Tree Monster. Talked about how to make change in world.
And was it through stomping and thwomping?
Maybe?
No, it wasn't. That was Scary Tree Monster's idea. He spoke of change through something called corrupt government systems.
Maybe there's a better way to get people out of your woods. Maybe a more official way.
Are you saying Scary Tree Monster should run for government office to implement real systemic change?
I mean, wouldn't be the weirdest shit I've seen in the last few years when it comes to become, like, government officials. So, why not try the tree? I mean, can't get worse, right? Hello?
Sure, why not?
Oh god, I still have to make the decision if I let him in or not?
And what business would you say you have in the sprawl this evening?
Too many people come through my woods. Too many strangers stomping on our roots and throwing their garbage on us. Me and my brothers and sisters say no more.
That
Okay.
must be really hard on you and the other scary tree monsters.
Not all are scary.
Okay.
So if people coming through your woods is bugging all of your plant friends, why didn't they all show up? Why just send you?
Plant friends got together and decided Scary Tree Monster should go. Scary Tree Monster was voted the scariest and strongest and can walk pretty well.
Well, that's apparently a point, yeah. I can
So
talk.
he was the one elected to stomp and thwomp.
Seems like you have a pretty democratic way of figuring things out in the woods.
Huh?
Yes, but we must still be wary of the tyranny of the majority.
Oh boy. I'll let him in. I just want to see what happens. And maybe we are doing...
I believe in you, Scary Tree Monster. I think you'll make a fine governor, or Congress Tree, or whatever you end up running for.
Thank you. Now all I need is a snappy campaign slogan.
Trees of the world unite? Oh no, branches of the world unite. Right? Wait. Wait. That's, that doesn't...
A vote for me is a vote for a tree?
That's not very snappy.
A little on the nose.
Ah, bit, yeah. Yeah! 4 stars! Woo! You diverted the life path of a violent monster towards a life of politics and public service. Vote Scary Tree Monster. Yes! Yes, my vote. Like, I mean, he... As the cynical in me would say, you diverted the life path of a violent monster towards a life of politics and public service, which is basically the same, but a different kind of violence. You know? I'm Groot? Yes, vote for Groot. Vote for Groot. Hey, Mike. Alright, last one for today. Let's see what we get here. Oh.
Hello. I wish safe passage through this gate.
Wait, no. I saw you at the goblin
Can
thingy.
do. I'm just gonna need you to lift that hood. Gotta see if you're human or elf or gelatinous blob. We've had all types tonight.
I'm afraid I can't do that. I assure you, I am human. Now, please allow me safe passage.
No. Definitely no.
I am returning to the kingdom after being away by my own volition. I have to hurry. There is a deadline that must be met. I have to inform them of my choice. Ugh! Be gone, magic truth spray.
Oh.
Wow, you've got quite the resistance to that. Mind telling me how I could do that?
It takes a strong-willed mind and a small knowledge of sorcery.
Oh. Well.
How about a wandering brain and a great knowledge of rocks?
Well, congratulations, Mr. President. I'm pretty sure she is human. We saw her at the goblin thingy. If not, we can just restart it. Yeah, she is pretty... Oh. Oh, why, what is that?
Whoa, what's with the neck candy? A little out of place for someone dressed so discreetly.
Yeah.
My necklace is none of your concern.
So you stole it.
I did not steal it.
Then it was a gift?
Yes, from my mother.
I wish I got a gift like that from my mom. Only thing I got from her was this hair.
And it is an amazing hair. Confiscated.
I'm gonna have to hold on to this just until we can get your story straight.
No, you mustn't.
Oh, wow. This is
Maybe you tell me a bit more about you, and then maybe I can give you back your shiny rock on a string.
Yeah.
No, I can't. Fine, keep it. I will return for it another day.
Aw, you're no fun. That emerald looked like the real thing. Maybe I should call one of the higher-ups about it.
Oh. Ash?
I'm forwarding you to Mrs. Ash now. Please hold.
What?
Lil, I've heard something about a necklace.
Yes.
Hello to you, too. Yes, the cloaked woman is rocking some serious neckwear. Silver chain, big green rock.
That is the same necklace that the princess wears. Maybe the princess gave it to her as proof so that she could enter safely and relay a message to me. Let her in immediately and tell Travis he's fired.
Travis?
Why?
Why?
Oh, I tell him that every night. It's our little game. Ta!
I'm still on the call, you know.
Wow. Wait. Is this the princess? This is the princess, right?
I don't know why, but something tells me I should let you enter. Maybe it's the necklace, maybe it's the nothing else you've told me about yourself, but I gotta follow my gut on this one.
Thank you. The choice you made here today will not go unrewarded.
That's interesting. So let's assume this is the princess. Then she was 100% on the Goblin Liberation Army meeting, right? Like she was at the meeting for the Goblin Liberation Army. Ha.
Tacos.
I mean, it is Tacos Tuesday. Funny enough, I will have chili con carne later after we are done. Self-made. It is prepared. No, like just chili. Like, come on, girl, you know what chili is, right? Like chili con carne, with the red beans, the meat, the tomato sauce, and all that, and like the other things you put in there, depending on what you like. Like, come on, you know chili, right?
Make my reward tacos.
what she says.
Okay, sure.
Hooray!
Stars! Man, I tell you, I'm the night shift guy. Always told you, I'm good at night shift, man. Like, that's my jam. In real life. It's, like when I still worked in logistics, always took the night shift. I loved the night shift. It was quieter. And most of the time, like actually, one of the reasons why I took the night shift was also most of my colleagues hated the night shift. So we were far less people because everyone was like, oh, night shift? Ah, nah, man, don't like the night shift. Right? So I had my peace, my quiet. I could just work. There was less going on. And there were also more interesting people around. Like you definitely met like a lot of like drivers or even like some of the customers. They were far more interesting. I always liked the night shift. Oh!
Alright, there. It is done. 62,451! I've counted every single grain of rice in this bag.
I totally forgot about you. Whoops.
I also counted 14 bugs, 27 bottle caps, and 1 mouse skull. And you said I couldn't do it.
Oh.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did that on yourself. You saw the bag of rice and you immediately snapped. So I didn't tell you to do anything here, pal.
Oh, well, I did it anyway. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, you were just about to invite me into the sprawl.
I'm sorry, but it's almost sunrise, which means my shift is done. You'll have to wait until the next guard comes on duty.
Duty.
It's almost sunrise? Oh, holy hell, I can't believe I spent another night wasted counting grains of rice! I'll come back tomorrow night.
I hope I don't have the night shift while that is happening.
Why not just wait until the daytime guard comes?
Yeah, why not wait into the beautiful sunrise on the firmament? Huh?
Because I can't.
Why? You have a very important meeting with a wooden box? Huh?
Why not?
Because I said I can't. I blister in the sun.
Bit of cooking, huh?
I bet you do.
So long, child. Until the next time when you are unfortunate enough to have to work the night shift.
Night shift. He's actually not blistering in the sun. He's actually glittering in the sun. And he doesn't like that. He doesn't want to be associated with those people, right? Who are glittering in the sun. And so he just tries to avoid that. What do you mean, you people?
So long, obvious vampire dude.
Nice. Wow, we nailed the night shift. Just saying. Oh my god. This irks me a bit. The thing is just, I don't know what to do with the dude. I don't know. Yeah, he was easy. He was, well, not easy. I had to try quite a bit. I didn't know what to do with him. I'm thinking, yeah, the rest was relatively simple enough. This one I don't know. Let's continue. It does irk me a bit that we didn't figure that out. But we also run out of tries, so we don't have that much anymore, so I don't want to screw it up. Well, good morning, everyone. So, oh.
It's you! What are you doing here? Are you here to give me tacos?
Oh, tacos.
No, I've come to reveal my true identity to you.
Oh my. I wonder who that could be. Another werewolf? Maybe a treant? Maybe another goblin in a trench coat?
So, no tacos?
No, Lil, I don't think we are getting tacos. I think we are getting into a political clusterfluff.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Desdemona.
I nearly thought that. Well, hey girl!
Princess Desdemona?
Yes.
Nah, I knew it all along.
12-year-olds, huh?
No, you didn't.
Says the 16-year-old. Shut up.
Why split hairs?
I'll be taking my necklace back now.
Absolutely. But what about the kidnappers?
There was never a kidnapping. I think she actually did run away, as the mage suggested. And she is trying to help the Goblin Liberation Army to make things better here in the Sprawl. Is my assumption of the things here.
There were no kidnappers. I disguised myself and ran away. I'm sorry for all the commotion I've caused. I had to get away to say goodbye to someone important to me before my wedding.
Nah.
I don't understand.
I'm being forced to marry one of the suitors from these two rival kingdoms.
So if I would, well, I couldn't turn them around. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's old news. What I don't understand is why you, a princess, are here talking to me about it. Shouldn't there be more official people that could play therapist?
Yeah, like Malcolm? Have you tried to talk to Malcolm? He would have probably suggested to just deprecate yourself, throw the head then at your enemies, and run around like a headless chicken for a while. I talk to Malcolm, man. He's the crazy dude here.
Like Stryker? Ash? Oh god. Oh, not Malcolm. I know my father had faith in them.
What's wrong with Malcolm? He's chaos personified, so I know.
When I'm gone, your advisors will help maintain the balance, blah, blah, blah. They want me out of the way so they can control my father's kingdom.
Yeah, we have kind of already guessed that.
They've never been good at listening to what I want, or how I want to rule this land. Nobody listens to me.
And this is why you are coming to a 12-year-old? Look, I don't have children. Okay? Maybe at some point. But I don't have children. And I can already tell you that 12-year-olds, just out of experience of my own, are not necessarily the best listeners when it comes to other people's problem. Their own problems, they have 99 and then some. But listening to other people's problem, it's not necessarily their forte, you know. It's a thing. It's a thing. Yeah.
Sing it, sister.
And now I'm being forced to choose between allying the Sprawl with the Kingdom of Petrard or the Marvog Empire.
I mean, the Mawa Empire seems to be at least a bit fun.
You mean Phineas the Pompous Prince or Kargan the Praetor Terror?
And it doesn't even matter if I love them or not. At the end of the day, it's strictly politics. Lucky me.
Nah.
This is the first time in the game I've been okay being 12.
Wait, which game? What are you talking about?
I just want to make the right choice. Tell me, Lil, what do you think of Prince Phineas?
He's the worst.
He's way higher maintenance than you seem to be. And he's an asshole. Nuff said.
And what about Praetor Kargan? What do you think?
I have doubts. She is a psycho, man.
Look, I'd be lying if I told you I wasn't already planning my Halloween costume based on her look. But it sounds like she's got a lot of blood on her hands. I know their ways are different than ours, but come on.
Yeah, like literally for bumping into one another, it's deathmatch. You looked at somebody wrong, deathmatch. You woke up on the wrong side of the bed, deathmatch with a bat. Your soup was not hot enough, deathmatch. It's like, yeah, they it's a bit too much, you know. It's a bit too much, man.
So if you were me and you had the future well-being of the Sprawl in your hands, who would you choose? Thank you for your honesty. I know my advisors have jerked you around, but I also know you don't always do what they say, and I like that. You remind me of, well, me.
Oh boy.
Then you remind me of me too. If I was rich and beautiful and influential.
Aww. Striker, that's my pick. Well, that's nice, but she's not up for the grabs. Sorry. Sorry. She ain't the choice here, folks. By the way, folks, quick interruption here in the middle of it. I know it's like, what? If you want to also support the CPU fund, we are now 200 from 300. No, we are 200 out of 300 euros for the CPU fund. Thank you for all the people who has been tipping to the channel. I really do appreciate that. If you're watching this later, or you're watching it right now, and you want to support the CPU fund, because I need a new CPU. My CPU is like, it's not in a happy place. Not at all. So if you want me to see creating content in the foreseeable future, I would appreciate if you might consider to tip to the channel. It would help me out a great deal. I would really appreciate that. If you can't do that, well, or you don't want to, or you already have to, like there are lots of reasons why people can't and won't, I really just appreciate to be here and support the channel in any ways you can. So thank you very much for that. But for all the people who have been already also tipping to the channel and have been unlocking some of the goals, like the 200 euro goal was a 12-hour stream at my earliest convenience, which I will figure out fairly soon. And the 300 euro goal is actually, I will make a channel meme a reality, which is I will play PUBG for at least one stream. You know, people have been always joking about that I'm like in secret the PUBG player. I'm not. I'm not. So that will be my first time. And yeah, we already did the Toonstruck playthrough. It's running on this channel right now. And again, the 12-hour stream will happen at some point. But yeah, if you want to take a look in supporting the channel and support my other things I'm doing on YouTube, like keep in mind I have also the Mole Under Management channel and the Mole RP channel, which has been taking off like crazy in the last week. absolutely insane. Yeah, it helps me a lot. So for all the people who want to support and already have supported, thank you very much for your huge support. I really, really do appreciate that. Thank you. It means a lot to me. And yeah, quick 2 things as well. About half an hour ago on the Mole Under Management channel, also a new video regarding Prison Architect 2 has been released. And in half an hour, there's a new Power Word video coming out on the Mole RP channel. You should definitely check out. Now, sorry for that interruption. Let's go back to Lil Guardsman.
Oh, you are influential. You've changed the course of fate more than you know.
Probably.
Don't forget beautiful. I am also beautiful.
The sun's coming up. I must go. I shall put my own heart aside and do what's best for the kingdom.
Oh. Ha. I think she just put the pressure on us. Yeah. Although clearly a vampire, Count Heinrich von Pyre was also a registered chiropractor with a private practice on the outskirts of the rapidly gentrifying little ogre town neighborhood. Being compelled to count every grain in a bag of rice you gave him made Heinrich lose a whole night worth of business. These missed appointments led to a huge number of negative reviews for his practice, which caught the attention of local school teacher and leader of the Better Business Bureau, Miranda Herken. The next night, she led an angry mob brandishing pitchforks and torches to his practice's door. Maybe it was the light of the torches reflected in their eyes, but it took just one look for Myrna and the Count to fall madly in love. Or it was the fact that he is a powerful vampire, one of those things. Ah! The Count swooped down, lifted Myrna up out of the angry mob. He bit her at least 3 times and made her drink his own blood to facilitate her own vampiric transformation. She left her gig at the Better Business Bureau, and the Count welcomed his new soon-to-be bride into his castle. Now, along with dealing with that pesky Van Helsing fellow who kept trying to kill him, Heinrich has also had a wedding to plan. Well, seems like good life for him. The afflicted man was safe from the transformative rays of the full moon, and even should he have transformed, the thick iron bars would have protected everyone. Although the good people of the sprawl were safe from the wrath of his curse, the mourner was not spared the aggression of his fellow inmates. Cornering him in the cell, they shanked him with a handmade shift, leaving him there to bleed to death. Wow. Luckily the ship was whittled out of a silver spoon, miraculously curing him once and for all of the curse of the beast that had attacked him so long ago. After a fortnight of recovery in the prison's infirmary, the mourner was released back into society. Unfortunately, on his journey back to Scarborough, in the Shire of Bessarion, the mourner was attacked by a different werewolf, and suddenly he is cursed again. Seems that if it wasn't for bad luck, this guy would have had no luck at all. Wow! Man, I feel sorry for this dude. Crown Prince Petrarch Phineas Pomp stumbled back to his lavish lodgings at the palace. Hungry and drunk, he lit the fire and put on a pot of stew before passing out on the floor. He awoke the next morning having no memory of how he got home or why his room reeked of burned stroganoff. But he did remember the rager of a party thrown in his honor by the Mages Guild and the promises he made to them should he be chosen to marry Princess Desdemona. Oh boy. This Mrs. Abernathy was no Abernathy at all. In reality, it was a horrible shape-shifting monster. Running off into the night, the creature assumed a different identity and gained entry in the sprawl at another gate. Oh, great. Once inside the sprawl, we lost track of it. Having the ability to take the form of anyone made it difficult to track, so its whereabouts remain unknown. It was reported later that night An unusually untalkative guardsman, Cecile, was trying to break its way into the sprawl's armory. Being denied entry, Guardsman Cecile apparently screamed in a high-pitched voice and ran off into the night. Be on the lookout for this creature. It could be anyone. Even you. Oh yes. Tyrannus Athanatos was unable to meet with the Praetor Kagan that night. His promise of sharing the secrets of necromancy with the Marva Empire went unfulfilled. If he had been successful, the Mages Guild and its agendas would have been conveyed to the Marva Empire, and if that alliance was put in place and the Praetor was chosen for marriage by Princess Desdemona, who knows what nefarious plans would have unfolded. Yes. Dejected, lol, can't read. Tyronius went back to his keep outside of the walls of the city, and contrived another way to forge his allegiance with the Marvanians. He wasn't sure how, but he knew his next plan would have to be 100% Lil Gate Guard proof. Doesn't even fit here. With dreams of holding political office now planted in the scary tree monster's head, he stomped his way right to the city clerk's office at the city hall and waited for it to open. The next day, he obtained the necessary paperwork to run for political office. Unfortunately, Scary Tree Monster didn't know how to read or write. Revealing his illiteracy made the city clerk's receptionist laugh out loud, which angered Scary Tree Monster so greatly that he proceeded to thwomp into oblivion. Wow. When the city clerk showed up finding no receptionist, they hired Scary Tree Monster on the spot to fill the role as the political aide. Scary Tree Monster was now a small cog in the political machine and would no doubt rise in the ranks to one day hold the title of councillor, or dare we say, mayor. When Princess Desdemona returned to the castle, she refused to answer any questions regarding her whereabouts. She immediately issued a royal decree to cut funding to any active rescue missions and to put an end to the antiquated practice of choosing rescuers via flashy game shows. As she lay in bed that night, she reflected on the Lil Guardsman advice. She knew that a decision would irreversibly alter the fate of the sprawl and the fate of every soul who called it home. Oh my. I thought the same thing, Svagan.
And although the princess has come home, she is still remaining quiet on where she was during her missing time, but frankly, I do not care. She's got that look at me, I'm back attitude, and it reflects in her style.
Wow.
You know it. She was seen returning to the castle rocking those possibly was kidnapped leggings, all while sporting a I might have just run away and ran out of money hooded cloak. What do you think she's going to be wearing at the wedding? No idea, but no doubt it will complement her chosen spouse's home kingdom. That's right. Princess Desdemona has finally made her choice, and it's Praetor Kargan of the Marvog Empire.
Ooh.
I knew it was going to be them. It was the obvious choice from the get-go. So obviously obvious. So long, Prince Phineas Pomp of the Petrard Kingdom. You just didn't make the cut.
Oh, thankfully.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, wouldn't want to be ya. Bye.
Later, alligator.
Bye. Bye-bye. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya.
Oh god, okay, let's turn this off.
So, she made her choice. Her life is filled with intrigue, and I feel like I am now somehow intertwined with her fate's path.
Yes.
Oh well, off to go see what the gang's up to.
Definitely. Yeah, funny enough, I thought the same thing when you said that, and I was like, this is a very late response. Is he like 10 minutes behind? But I wasn't really sure about that. No, like just I think the point with the necromancer was to show him the errors of his ways. Like in the book, it talks about that necromancers are very fickle and that you can basically attack their ego and show them the error of their ways. But I didn't manage that, so yeah. Bit unfortunate there. Oh.
Here's a note from Dad.
Oh boy. Dear Lil. Here's some excuse why I can't work the guard shed today. Love,
Back
Dad.
to the guard shed for me. Wait a minute, where's the chronometer? I always leave it right here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Not in or under there.
Uh-oh.
It's not in there. There it
Oh.
is. What's it doing under the bed? Spooky. I don't remember putting it there.
Uh-oh, did Dad use it?
Wait, what time is it? I don't want to be late. For a time machine, you'd think they could have at least put a clock on it somewhere.
Also, isn't it kind of like rude, like rough? She just had the night shift, and now she has the day shift again? Damn! That's some rougher working conditions than here. Oh.
This whole wretched endeavor has been a disgrace, not only to Prince Phineas and myself, but to the entire history of Petrard.
Ba 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 ba, get
King
lost.
Phineas and Queen Buttermilk will not sit idly by while their royal lineage is dragged through the mud.
Well, it would be an improvement if it would be dragged through the mud.
On behalf of the Sprawl, I sincerely apologize to the prince. I can assure you there was no malice intended on the part of the princess. It just didn't work out.
And we totally didn't tell her to not choose you. What? Did somebody say something?
Say what you will, your words and your sweet-smelling city will soon be drowned out by the musk of the sulfur mines of Petrard.
Dude, you were nearly broke already.
May your home be exploded by a bottle of fine Petrardian fizzy.
Well, that's not great.
Whatever. Folks, give me just 2 minutes. I will be super quick about it. Just sit tight. I will be back in 2 minutes. I will be super duper quick. Hey, Sakra. Hi, I'm back. And also, I'm such an idiot. I'm such an idiot. I'm such an idiot. Like, I wanted to grab something new to drink, so was going to the fridge. I come back, didn't grab the drink. And I was like, well, that's weird. Okay. So, I did go back to the fridge. Wanted to grab my drink. There's no drink there. I'm like, huh? Didn't I put like a drink in my fridge like a few hours ago? I did not. So I completely forgot the whole thing. And now I don't have cold drink. So, yeehaw, I guess. I don't. Look, man, I'm a dingus. I'm an absolute dingus, what can I say? Alright, let's continue this. Excerpt from a Petradian Book of Etiquette, a Manual of Politeness. However, any formal event is elevated by the presence of elves. Delicate beauty rules the day when it comes to the meal. Remember this golden rule, even in the face of total catastrophe. Dignity, always dignity. Survivor Guide to Marva Empire. The guest senses were assaulted at one of their week-long wedding battles. Administration was heaped upon people around me wearing war paint. The more hardcore, the better. The smell of meat and blood hung in the air. Their approach to food was utilitarian. It was treated mostly as an afterthought. Oh, good. Doesn't really help, but cool. Reports indicate a dramatic increase in secret meetings and rumblings of revolution. To admit a goblin is to be hit with a 40 gold fine, no exceptions. Oh, fudge. The wedding is almost upon us. Have your eyes open for vendors and artisans making their way into the sprawl for the big event. I'll be in my office if you need me. Ash. Okay. That Wakandan prince I sent all my banking information to finally came through with my share of the gold. Call me if you are in a pinch. Rich in friends and gold, Malcolm. Oh boy, Malcolm. You poor, poor sod. I don't have the money to let goblins through. Like, I am utterly screwed. What am I? Well, shoot. How many people do we have today? 7?
Michael!
Hello, Lil.
Hi, Michael. What's up?
What? No more sparkly suit?
It was a rental. Besides, today I'm here in a different capacity to help coordinate the royal wedding.
Oh.
You have a lot of jobs, Mike.
And wedding planning is my least favorite out of all of them. Tell you what, why don't you be the wedding planner for the day? What do you think?
What?
I think it's very irresponsible to get a 12-year-old girl to do 2 grown men separate jobs.
All you have to do is choose the music, decorations, and food menu for the big event. It's simple. Just let in the one you like the best.
Oh.
Or the one you think the groom would like best. Or who the bride will like. I'm sure it's not really going to affect anything. Or it might. See, it's simple. Do you want me to explain it again?
No. Yes. Yes.
Well, I won't. The only thing I hate more than wedding planning is talking about wedding planning. You'll pick it up. You'll see.
Oh boy.
The wedding musicians will be coming by for you to choose first. Here's the gold. See you later, Lil.
Whoa.
Whoa, this gig pays great.
The money's not for you. There's 3 choices for music, food, and decor, and each comes with its own price tag. The goal
Oh.
is the budget for the wedding.
So I have to skimp on some of them, huh? Is it enough?
Do I have enough money to just pick the most expensive choices? The most expensive choices are going to be the best, right?
Not necessarily. And no, you don't have enough. Anything over budget will have to come out of your own pocket.
Oh, great.
I see.
But if there's any money left over, you get to keep it.
Ooh.
I see.
We're on a tight timeline, so keep an eye on your action points. You've got 4 per round, so that's talking to everybody once, or to 2 folks twice. You get the idea.
Oh yeah, this time we have 4.
Need that run by you one more time?
Yes.
Well, too bad. I already told you I hate talking about wedding planning. Remember,
Well,
you do the choosing.
I had to play.
I'll be here to
try.
record your choice and keep track of the budget.
Oh, great.
Okay, Lil, it's no biggie. Just choose the 3 most important elements of any wedding and try not to stress that it's a royal one. You got this.
I mean, I would be already stressed with a normal wedding. Oh! Well, I mean, hello. You.
Vlad Extreme here, mate. I know.
Oh, you are Vlad Extreme.
What is the baddest, metalist bad boy of death metal playing some skint royal wedding? Well, I ain't here just to collect a big paycheck, mate. I'm here to stick it to the bourgeoisie and not take any of their crap, mate. Rock and roll all life long.
I don't care too much about this. Except from Wedding Survivor Guide to Marvel Empire, the guests were sorted by week-long wedding battles. When war pain, the more hardcore the better. Definitely rock and roll. Okay, food is not too important. So you?
As it turns out, I left my amplifier on the bus, mate. It must be sitting there right next to all my awards and trophies, mate.
Oh, God.
So let's cut the fuss and let me through, right? Because as we all know, everybody likes the sound of what Daddy Vladdy is putting down. Extreme!
Who's the polka dude?
Hello, young lady. The name is Jacob Fiddlestein, and me and my accordion here play all the polka conga you kids are so crazy about these days.
Right. He begins to sing.
A 1 and 2 and polka conga 2 and 3 and polka conga 3 and 1 and polka conga. Hey! Hoy, I nearly winded myself there.
Okay, what do you have to offer, girl?
Hello, hi, hello. My name is Suzette Courgette, and I sing with my voice. I do the slow songs and the nice songs and some of the ones you know.
Okay.
Have you made up your mind?
Yes. Oh my god, he is the most expensive one. Yep. Hit me.
Extreme!
Good choice, maybe. I'll write this down and be back when the next group turns up. See ya, kid.
Okay. Oh boy. This one will be a lot.
Well, if it isn't the Edward, the great magician. Got another group of brats to entertain? Where are you pulling a rabbit out of now?
He is a magical pope?
I'm afraid I've put my days of magic and illusions behind me.
And apparently your glasses again,
You
mate.
got kicked out of the Magicians Union, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Seems people preferred the actual dark arts to my light entertainment. No matter, though, I've got a new career now.
Oh, really?
Working at your parents' garden shop?
They wish. I'm a wedding officiant. I'm here to officiate the royal wedding.
What?
Really? You? You are?
I am.
Ash.
Hello, Councilwoman Ash? I'm sorry to bug you on such a busy day, but...
Lil! Thank goodness you called. Seems in all the chaos of organizing this wedding so fast, we forgot to hire someone to officiate the ceremony. Do you know anyone who could do the job last minute?
Well. Huh. That's a stroke of luck right there.
This has got to be a joke, right?
I never joke, Lil. Well, that's not true. I often share a laugh with my fellow political and high society types.
Yeah, she probably made a racist joke, so that's where she can laugh past. Yeah. She loves that little racism.
But this is beside the point. Find someone now, and quickly, and don't dally.
Well.
Well, Eddie, it seems dreams do come true. They forgot to hire an officiant and are looking for someone to work the gig. Think you got what it takes?
Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. See, Mom and Dad, I knew hard work and persistence would pay off in the end.
And also your glasses?
Let's chalk this one up to dumb luck. Good luck, Edward.
Thanks again, friend.
We're not friends. Oh my god, are Edward and I friends?
No. Yay! Fate seemed to smile as you connected this wannabe officiant with the desperate Councilwoman Ash. I mean, they kind of said that on the Rid, right? Like, I'm not... I think I got this right.
Hello there, I'm back.
Oh, hello.
Candidates. I don't have to tell you how important the interior decorations and overall aesthetic of a wedding can be.
Yeah, totally. I can see this.
I don't have to tell you, because I refuse to tell you. Anyways, here they are. Take your shot.
Well, I would do so. Let's do this. Okay.
Hello again, Mum. Thought I'd see my way down to do some decorating for the royal wedding.
Aye.
Ain't much of a decorator per se, but I got my cerulean blue, blood red, and cadmium green with me, so I'd go do something with them, I suppose.
Okay.
Hello. I've got some grand ideas, you know, for how the royal wedding should be. You might not know it, but I read all the latest wedding magazines down at the salon when I'm getting the old do done. And apparently what's in these days is meat. Big bold slabs of meat on the wall. It gives things a real abattoir feel, so they say. So I guess I'd go with that.
Wait, is that what we... Wait. Smell of meat and blood. Yeah, maybe we need her.
Who am I, you ask?
Paint the Goblin
I'm
guy?
the editor
Yes.
of the biggest wedding magazine in circulation right now. There's no one else who can do the royal wedding justice, darling. Surely you've seen my work. Just don't look in last year's issue, darling. I went on a real tangent about slaughterhouses one night, and my team printed everything I said. Blame the Quaaludes. This year, darling, we'll do something daring. Daring and bold, darling. Can you feel it?
What do you mean move meat at the walls?
I tore a page out of the magazine for you to see. Just don't tell the salon.
She hands you a torn page from a magazine depicting a gala event with slabs of meat hanging.
Have you made up your mind?
Yes. Helena.
That's the sweet smell of my successful design ideas, which will smell just like actual butchered hanging meat.
Great.
And it's set in stone. I'll write this down and be back with the next group. See ya, kid.
Great. Oh!
It is I, Articulous Flamehands, a contestant you did not find worthy on the hit show So You Think You Can Save a Princess.
Maybe?
Not going to lie, that really stung. In any case, I have a message to deliver to the High Council of the Mages Guild.
Okay.
So if there's nothing else, I will be on my way.
Sure.
Oh, it is getting harder and harder for mages to communicate openly, so everyone is resorting to this secret message, cloak and dagger nonsense. Between us, there's talk of mages dabbling in the magic that dares not
the
speak
magic?
its name.
Oh my god. Is he German? Dabbling in the magic that dares not speak its name?
A lot of times, finger pointing can be a sign that there's more to the story than one side has to offer. Keep your wits about you.
How old are you again?
Old enough.
So, are we looking for a mage? Ash.
Surely you remember Articulous Flamehands. He was my champion on that wonderful program, So You Think You Can Save a Princess.
That one time episode. Yes.
Remember? You found him unworthy to be the hero of the day who would save the princess. Remember?
Yes.
You failed me and embarrassed Articulous.
Yes.
Well, it didn't matter who I picked. She came home on her own.
Tomato, tomato. He's still my champion, and I would thank you.
Isn't
for
it
letting
tomato,
him
tomato?
This is the message
Oh.
I've been charged to deliver to the High Council of the Mages Guild.
Oh, great.
No use in trying to read it, though. It is concealed by a web of secretive spells and codes that would be incredibly difficult to untangle.
I'm sure it's not that hard to decode if you really tried.
The codes used by the High Council are too strong for me, a mere level 9, to interpret. Wards held by powerful crystals were used to create...
Okay, we have to do this again. Shit. Wow. Okay, we are doing it anyways again. We are rebooting this one. Damn it.
And with that, I am off to the... Still not sure. Even with...
Yeah. Yep. Rewind. Rewind. Zip.
It is I.
Yes. Can I immediately use that?
Hey, can I see the letter you're delivering?
Ha! I can. So I don't have to talk to her multiple times.
Incredible! Let me see. Wait. What? No. This cannot be true. These renegade mages are more deeply embedded than I thought. I was sent to deliver this? Dear child, thank you for saving me from myself.
Oh.
I must flee and work to weed out the bad actors within the guild. Dark days lie ahead. Be careful. Your name was also mentioned in the letter.
What does the letter say? You have to reveal some of the marquee goings within the Mage Guild, and saved articles becoming an accessory to it. But what did it say?
Alright, kid, can you feel it? We're almost done. This is the last hellish choice you'll have to make as a wedding planner. I, for one, cannot wait to be finished.
Oh, hey, Mnemonic.
Just hurry up and pick the food option for the wedding, so we...
I'm not allowed to leave.
Well, hello there.
Monty's has the soup. That's all I'm allowed to say.
Oh. Well, Kelly with double I. Righty.
Good afternoon. I am here today representing Catering Corp regarding a contract to provide the sustenance for the large gathering known as the Royal Wedding. Catering Corp is willing to provide the base amount of calories needed to sustain such a high-capacity event in return for appropriate remuneration. I am accompanied by samples of our food and a detailed list of ingredients available upon request.
Hey!
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Je m'appelle François Saint-Français, head waiter à la Chez de la Maison. We provide the finest and the fanciest of delicacies for the newly married royal couple and their guests.
There was a little bit too much French on the geese. Know what I mean?
Only the smallest portions for the highest prices, of course. Very chichi pompon for the snootiest of people. A place someone like you or anyone you know would never get into, no matter how hard you tried.
Tell me more.
I am legally bound to share this collection of foodstuffs labeled accordingly. I am also legally required to share that the base ingredient in all dishes is military rations.
Oh. Oh. Adequate appetizer, edible entree, third passable pudding. Okay.
Have you made up your mind?
Yes. Oh my god, Monty is less expensive than Catering Corp? I know nothing about the princess, so... Sure.
We look forward to satisfying our contractual obligation.
Thank God this nightmare of a job is over. All the rest of you
They
go
don't care for
home.
food.
Good choosing, kid.
They don't care for food.
Well,
but
at
I
least
don't
hope it's good.
know
I wouldn't
nothing
wanna be
about the
one
princess.
responsible for messing up something like a royal wedding. Anyways, goodbye.
Wow. We will find out about that. Oh no.
I am a citizen of the Sprawl. I have nothing to declare on my person, and I demand to be allowed entry.
Wait a minute, I remember you. You were the speaker at the, Viva la Gobolution.
Indeed, I was. Today, I understand that the doors to the Sprawl are closed to my people. You have a choice. You either let me in and incur the penalty, or you arrest me. I'm sorry that you are the one in this position.
Of
but I
course.
must take this stand. For the good of us all, Viva la Gobolution!
I always wanted to spray you and wanted to find out more about you.
I have nothing to declare on my person, and I am a citizen of the Sprawl. I solemnly declare that the information I have provided is true, that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath, and that it was freely given.
Well, that was a waste of time.
I have no further statement to make beyond the following. I am a citizen of the Sprawl. I have nothing to declare on my...
You know, there's a real hefty fine for letting goblins into the Sprawl. With the wedding coming up, security is at an all-time high.
I am a law-abiding citizen of the Sprawl. Why should my being a goblin impact the security of anything? I demand to be allowed entry.
Malcolm!
Intriguing. You seem to be caught between a rock and another equally hard rock.
Yes! Very much so.
Tell you what, I'll take care of the fine if you let him in. I just gotta see what the GLA has planned.
You know the GLA?
You know about the GLA?
Of course I do. Founding member. Well, not really, but of course I know of them. I don't just sit down here reading and writing Yelp reviews for Monty's. Although I do that a lot too.
This guy, man.
You'll pay if I let him in?
Bingo! Let me just find my wallet.
Oh. I think that's settled then. If Malcolm pays it.
You've got a lot of backbone, kid. You're standing on the right side of history today. You should come by the GLA headquarters again sometime. On behalf of the entire GLA, thank you. Viva la Govolution!
Viva la Govolution! Yeah, 4 stars. You knew that Malcolm would sympathize with Chuck's plight. He circumvented the draconian species rule without getting dinged. Oh.
Where's Hamish? I really don't have time for... say, you there, little girl? I need to get to the other side of the Sprawl without delay.
Okay, first of all, she knows Hamish.
I need you to listen to me. This is time sensitive. I know you got your instructions, but it's important that I get going quickly.
Sure. Okay. I thought we are taking a look at that.
That's my chisel. I'm a sculptor.
Okay.
Thank you. I'll need that.
And now... How about Truth Serum? If not, we are resetting this one.
It's my own fault that I'm running so far behind, but I need this job to go well.
Vault? Your own vault?
Maybe I'm in such a bad mood because I spend all my time talking about my process and making bullshit small talk at cocktail parties rather than being able to focus on creating my art. Wait a minute. What just happened?
What? Go. Everyone is such in a hurry. Just go.
I mean, thank you, but my work is probably ruined. You're just doing your job, I suppose. I might be able to salvage...
Damn it. We have to restart this one. Yep. Restart. Yes. Her mistake. Definitely her mistake. Look. I'm not great in English, but a few things even I notice.
I need you to listen to me.
Okay, I know that you are the real deal, so let's go.
I can't thank you enough. Sorry for coming in hot. Weddings are the worst. If you can get close enough, take a look at my sculpture. I'll throw something in there just for you. Gotta go.
Oh. Well. Yeah, 4 stars. You let him before too much of a masterpiece could melt well. Good way. Yeah, she's an ice sculpture lady. I mean, time is of the essence. Letter. Gate guard. Your choices for Praetor Kargan's wedding have been deemed acceptable. Accept this gold as token of thanks for honoring our ways. Kapla! Nice! Hey! 100 gold! This was a really good day. Awesome. Boom! 4 stars. To your exceptional job performance, you were paid 30 gold. Wait! Not even 40 gold? What? So the moment you are starting to get into the 4-star territory, even if it's just a little bit, you're always getting 30 gold? Oh, that's BS. I thought I'd get 40 when you were getting 4 stars, because this is the first time we managed to get 4 stars. Yeah, that's a bit underwhelming. Whelming. See, talking about how underwhelming things are, and Tarts is coming in. I'm back in just a minute, folks. I will be super quick about it. Sorry for the interruptions. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, I might prepare some food in the background. I know. By the way, folks, if you're interested in this game, quick shout out. This is Lil Guardsman. Not little, Lil Guardsman. You know, haha. It's available on all platforms as far as I'm aware. PC, Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, you name it, you find it. It's a mix between Papers, Please and Monkey Island humor, and so far it has been fantastic. Like from the beginning till this point, it just has been a joy. It hits the right notes. It has some really good gameplay. Like, I really love this game. Highly recommend it, and it's available right now. Also, thank you very much Versus Evil for giving me the key for free. I had to plan to play this game anyways. Like, I wasn't even expecting a key. Especially, I don't even know who gave me the key, because Versus Evil doesn't really exist anymore, and I still got some. Look, I'm as confused as I can get. For whomever was the nice person who gave me this key, thank you very much for that. I do appreciate it. But now, let's go back into this. Yo, Draco, get something to Nom Nom. Nom Nom, very important. Nom Noms, very important. I can vouch for that. Uh-oh. What? Wait.
I have a very bad feeling about this.
Daddy?
Salve il puela. Regno meo grata.
Hello, girl. Welcome to my realm.
I need to get out of here, and fast.
Cuido Ruiz, curparum nudimus.
What's the rush? Stay and play a while.
Think, Lil, think.
Hospices in hoc regno, atulistina donna solita, hic requiritur immodatio, ircis immortem vitare velis. Quia pueresa, non custoditus abira, pauca tantum momenta abis andequam tu consumam.
These tools aren't working.
Non io cari, nunc facerem maliquida, si esem tibi. Ego
This
sum
isn't working.
prima, egeus meum cisio et similes homines inops necabo.
Straight to jail!
Principiam dedecem antiquam te interficiam? Sige, bene. Decem, novem, octo, septem.
No, don't count down.
Quinque.
No.
Quatuor.
No, tres.
Duo et demidium, duo, unum et dimidium, unus, gravissime non omnibus hoc facio, hoc extremum fato est refortende unde venistis.
Yeah, that's not good.
The line is
Ignoce
dead?
haedus.
What do I do?
Oh. Well, we died. Mortis. Edemonimo terribly Caesar's S. Well. My Latin is a little bit rusted in, but that didn't sound good from what I gleaned.
Iterum?
Think, Lil, think.
I don't...
Hospices in hoc regno, atulistina donna
I don't have anything.
Hic requiritur immodatio, ircis immortem vitare velis.
Yes. I understand that.
Custoditus abira, pauca tantum momenta abis andequam tu consumam.
I don't have, like, the thing to understand
Non io
him.
cari, nunc facerem maliquida, si esem tibi. Egos.
Wait.
What the f was that? That was next level.
Hardcore freak out. Lil is actually so freaked out that she is at a complete loss for words after having stumbled across the space and time and having gone toe-to-toe with an interplanar demon.
I'm gonna go down to the dig site to throw this stupid time machine down a deep hole. Okay, Lil, get it together. You can still do this.
This game, man. Nope, she is going straight to the dig site and is throwing it away, and I have the feeling that will not work at all. This is like Lord of the Rings at this point. Oh yeah, we have to talk, lady. We have straight talk here.
You've gotta take it back. Got too real with your chronometer 3000 thing today. I don't want it anymore.
Hi, B. So nice to see you, B. Your paper in the Journal of Dwarven Medicine was a revelation, B.
Be yourself.
Well, excuse me, but I was just pulled into what I'm guessing was a parallel dimension and was murdered repeatedly by a demon.
Yes.
How unfortunate. I always wondered what the byproduct of St. Bartholomew Inglebrook's lunar incantation would have on the relationship between time and interplanar folding.
Yo, I might be smart, but I'm not smart enough for this shit.
Stop it. I don't care about any of that. Just take it back.
I'm sorry, I truly am, but we've come too
I'm a
far.
dingus, by the way,
I'm
just
sorry
for the
I've been
record.
absent, but I've been watching, and the readings I've been receiving have been very promising.
Great that it is very promising for you, but it is very promising for me to die.
I don't care.
But you would care if everything and everyone you knew and loved was at risk.
What?
Everything might seem like we're in a storybook, but open your eyes. We're on the verge of a civil war from inside the walls. And if you hadn't heard, the princess just pissed off some very powerful people. It is in your best interest to continue to help me with the device. Because who knows when we will need to rewind time and something more important than which nobody you chose to send to the dungeon today.
Oh.
And you're here, after allegedly going toe-to-toe with an interplanar demon. I trust you.
That's nice, lady. I have some trust issues on myself, though.
I'm not gonna keep doing this forever. You and everyone else are gonna owe me a childhood, you know?
Nope. Not anymore, girl.
Keep helping me with the Chronometer 3000, and we can see about making that happen for you.
Yeah, let's see if we can make you a childhood. We cannot do any illegal sports betting today? I'm kind of not happy about that. I wanted to do some illegal sports betting. I mean, gray market betting. Right. Gray market betting. Oh! I guess we are getting some chips?
Hello?
Hello?
I brought the orange slices. Was today a regular meeting day or one of those top secret planning for what's going to happen at the princess's wedding days? Is anybody here?
It's not chips. It's orange slices.
I'm here.
That's something.
Are you here for the meeting?
Depends.
I don't think so.
Oh, then you can't have any orange slices.
Rude.
Those aren't orange slices. Those are just the rinds.
Ew.
I got hungry.
Same, bro. Same. No, I feel that on a very emotional level. Testing, testing. What's the deal with mole people? Hello, is this thing on? Whoa, where's that coming from? Why do we hate on mole people right now?
What's this?
I don't support that. I've come back to where it started, to find myself in light. Well, we are apart more than a lifetime, but now it will be right. P.S. Remember to bring running shoes. Romeo and Juliet? The everlasting running?
I have a feeling the GLA leader wrote that. At least, I'm sure that troll over there didn't. I wonder what it means.
And also, apparently, it will have consequences on the sprawls. So great. It's amazing that the GLA keeps their headquarters secret. This place is huge, right? Like, the problem I have with all of this is that Malcolm knows about all of this. That's the biggest problem I have. Malcolm knows, and that is not good. He does say he wants to see what's happening and all that, but he's also sus. He's a very sussy character. Oh! I see we have a new hat.
It is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey, it continues.
Yep. Good luck, bro.
You've been at this a while. You should have enough cash by now to power up your arsenal. Take a look.
Yes. Funny enough, the problem is not really the amount of... Let's get that. Boom. Any crystals. I need to power my thingies. More crystals, Draco. You wanted to get something to eat. What are you doing here? Oh! Oh, hey girl. What's up?
Ah, here she is, the little guardsman who spoke to the princess and secured the union between the Sprawl and the great Marvog Empire.
Yes. Yay me.
Yeah, I did. Told her just what to do and she listened to my every word.
Oh boy, don't say it like that.
I admire your complete lack of modesty. Modesty is such an ugly thing. Let us celebrate with a tankard of blood wine. Kapla!
Kapla! Blood. What? Wait, what?
I'm 12. I can't drink alcohol.
Haha, never fear. There is no alcohol in Marvok blood wine. Just blood. In a big cup called a tankard.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a hard pass on that.
Haha, very well. There will be much blood wine at the royal wedding where the Sprawl and Marvog tie their fortunes together forever.
Good.
Let us raise a glass to the gatekeeper who brought us all together this day.
Goody. Kapla.
Wow.
Did a mouse sneeze somewhere? Come, child, louder and with fury. Kapla! Too furious, far too furious. We are not at war. Be careful shrieking like that. But as we say in Marvog, better to be too furious than not to be furious at all.
And some other people say it is actually even better to be fast and furious. But don't be fast and furious 10 times. That's a bit too much fast and furious. Take that as a lesson.
I'm exhausted.
I shall now recite the Marvog Pledge of Unwavering Loyalty, as is our custom.
Oh boy.
And that's my cue to leave.
Yes. By the way, I know it's such a small thing, but it still, like, grinds my gears a bit. That her hair in the picture is a different hair color than the hair in the game.
Today's cocktail special is not relevant to you, Lil. Sorry. And we just ran out of milk. Sorry again.
Rude.
Lil, can you be on the lookout for a health inspector? They can look like anybody. How about you whistle if you think you've identified one?
Whoa.
I can't whistle.
What? I mean, I heard about that, but what?
Well, then scream health inspector at the top of your lungs.
I heard that some people cannot whistle.
I'll see what I can do.
It was always weird to me.
I think I've done everything I need to do, but are you sure you're ready to hit the hay?
Hey! Hit the hay. No, nothing against people who can't whistle. I'm just... I don't know, whistling sounds like the thing everyone can, like, or should be able to do? I don't know. Then again, I can't whistle with, like, when people are doing, like, the super loud whistling with the fingers, and I cannot snap. Like, that's the extent of my snapping. So, who am I to talk? But I can whistle. Like, I can do that. Edward, the official officiant, was officially offered the gig to preside over the royal wedding. On the one hand, he felt he had struck gold with this being his first professional opportunity to try his hand at the thing he'd set his sights on a few hours before. On the other hand, his utter lack of basic competency made him nervous that he might make a critical mistake in front of so many high-ranking and well-armed individuals. At times like this, Edward would remember the words his parents told him as a child. Edward, we don't care what you do in life, just don't become an amateur children's birthday party magician. So no matter how poorly it went, at least Mom and Dad would be pleased. Articulous Flamehands panicked at the discovery of the contents of the letter he'd been charged to deliver to the Mages Guild and raced home to his tower. Once safe behind the magical wards, he conjured a ferret to eat the letter so no one else could be burdened with the truth of what the Mages Guild was planning for the sprawl. Sadly, because he knew he lacked the strength or skill to continue while burdened with this disturbing information, he cast a selective memory spell on himself, causing the mage to completely forget about the letter and its contents forever. With the wave of his hand and a muttered incantation, Atticus became blissful ignorant once again. Great! But do you know who didn't forget the letter? The ferret Atticus conjured to eat the evidence. The surprisingly literate animal managed to catch quite a bit of it before he polished the papers off. How was it supposed to live its ferret life now, knowing what it knows? Sure, it was only a foot-long charismatic little predator with the body of a chubby weasel, but it was no chicken. The ferret knew it could inspire others to take up arms at his side, not just rodents and Musterlight warriors, but the sky creatures too. With their combined strength and the superior numbers, they could easily conquer anything the Mages Guild would throw at them, and the sprawl would be saved. Step 1. Regurgitate the letter. Oh. Unfortunately, the sound of a retching ferret caught the attention of Atticus. Thoroughly mind-wiped, the mage had zero recollection as to why he conjured the ferret in the first place, but he was damn sure it wasn't so it could throw up on his nice ruck. The mage unsummoned the ferret before it could get the contents of his stomach up, and as a result, the fate of the sprawl remained uncertain. Great! The enigmatic goblin walked through the gates of the sprawl and disappeared. Either he had gone completely unnoticed, or was adept at losing anyone who would seek to follow. His fate is yet unknown. Good. Iris Lapidari? Ha! Iris Lapidari, the ice sculpture, reached the refrigerated storage depot at the palace just in time, before the hot sun rays could render her masterpiece a melted mess. She celebrated her victory at a club in the little ogre town neighborhood that catered to females of all species who tended to have red spiky haircuts, baddest tattoos, and copious piercing, and who loved to dance the night away while listening to dwarven heavy metal music. Well, that is my kind of establishment. Just saying. The devil. Something, we will die if we're using our time machine, and we should really stop that. And he will come by in some intervals and try to stop us or something like that. Look, again, my Latin is rusty. Don't hold it against me.
Good morning. You're listening to The Morning Crawl, the #1 morning show in the sprawl. I'm Dodger, joined by my new co-host, The Quack.
But what happened to the pig?
For those of you wondering where the ham is, well, it turns out he got an invitation to the royal wedding happening today.
Well, good for him.
Of course, he won't be wearing a tuxedo. He'll be in head-to-toe honey glaze.
Wow.
Well, if you don't like the jokes I tell, you can do it yourself. I told the producer I refuse to work with a duck.
Whack him. Nice. Well, today's the day. But folks, we will continue this tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, especially for the people who are watching this on YouTube. Please don't forget to leave a like and also subscribe to the channel if you want to see more playthroughs and if you, of course, want to see the continuation of Lil Guardsman. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe. And for all the people who are still watching here on the channel, again, thank you so much for being here, folks. I will be back tomorrow with more Lil Guardsman. This has been an absolute joy so far. And I think we might actually able to finish it tomorrow. We are relatively close. We are relatively close to the end of this game. Let me see. Let me see. How far are we? Let me see. We are at 59%. Well, getting there. I think that there are 10 levels, so we are 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, makes sense. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Alright. But yeah, I will be back tomorrow. Usual time, same spot. Don't forget to check out my powered video, which just went live 30 minutes ago. And for all the people who don't care for that, on the Mole Under Management channel, I will post a video in my YouTube channel. I'm covering the very first episode of The Prison Architect 2. See you tomorrow. Stay safe, folks. Bye-bye. Ka-ching.